Hello everyone and welcome back to Deck Save, the Taldorei Adventures. I'm Andrew Lightwood and I'm your DM. Around the table,
Colton Coleman. I'll be playing Arctis Noctis.
Well, Marlowe, I'm playing Morzog Shatterstep.
I'm Kayla Lightwood and I play Orana Nagaronman.
I'm Brianna Harris and I play Note.
I'm Jonah, and I changed characters because the Artificer's not for me.
killing me, bud.
I'm killing you.
Actually, he'll be killing you.
I don't know, it's
Just conveniently make him disappear.
I mean, I guess the
Well,
drug dealing caught up to him.
Yeah, the drug dealing caught up to him.
What?
Here's all my stuff if you want to
It
look
always
at
does.
Those fishermen he owed a lot of money to. They've come for him.
They owe me
They're
a
gonna
lot of
put you in
money.
the bottom of the ocean with the rest of the fishes.
Roll your 4 d10s to add to your health points.
And I did it. The app does it.
Oh.
Lets you
boring?
The app lets you roll for it.
That's
Well,
boring.
you can roll for it and then adjust it, I'm sure.
I mean, I could re-roll it if you want me to.
Because the app probably just gives you the maximum
No,
amount of...
it rolls. You can have it do the average, but it says roll.
That's boring.
And I was in my car. I was in the car, and I had 5 minutes to do it. So
Well, when we last left our heroes, they had just made it to the Silver Crossroads, where they learned a little bit of a history lesson of the land of Taldorei and its previous rulers. And upon traveling down the road that would lead the rest of the way to Emon, they encountered another adventuring group who had taken up a job out of Kymel to take care of some stone giants who had been harrying the trade routes. And upon seeing that they were not doing so hot in their escapades, they decided to step in and give some assistance. After assisting and questioning the other adventuring group, they had found out about their job, but demanded a cut. And so, after some forced convincing, they are now escorting this adventuring group back to Kymel to see that they get their fair share. And we last left off, you guys had bedded down for camp right along the crossroads on the way back. And who would like to take first watch? Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I think I'm 3 in perception. Yeah, 18.
It's pretty quiet. You do notice that kind of up the road you see a wagon that seems to be kind of pushing the midnight hour to try to get where they're going. You know that they would probably risk being super tired, but it's on them.
Yep, not my problem.
And who would like to take the next one? Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
It's a natural 20.
Ew.
Nice.
That's the one for the game. It's okay.
So, as you sit down next to your small fire to keep an eye, your dark vision taking over most of the way to see farther than you should, you noticed sounds coming from, since you rolled a natural 20, you would know the direction, coming from the mountain range just a ways off of your camp, called the Iron Seat Ridge. It's hard, even with the natural 20, it's hard to discern like the actual type of sound, because at this point it's whatever it is has made it so far and has echoed so many times that it's just lost its actual discerning sound.
Okay.
But from where you're sitting, it sounds like loud moaning coming from deep into the mountain.
Okay. It's not close enough to us to really be of any importance.
Your watch ends uneventful. Other than that.
Okay.
And I would like to take the last one. Sure.
Alright.
Go and roll a perception check.
Let's do this one. 8.
Plus your...
Plus, perception, a 1. Oh wait, no, that's Walter. Like,
No, so
sorry.
your
I was
perception is
6.
not 1.
I was like, this doesn't look like my stats. 6 and 8, 14.
Better?
Yeah, better. Much better.
Rogues.
You can see out in the distance with your new handy dandy cloak. You can see out in the dark that nothing seems to be approaching you. You can hear some wild dog way off in the distance, and they're barking and yipping. Although, as the sun begins to rise, you notice a figure walking down the street. A large, kind of 6-foot-ish tall. You think not as tall as Morzog, but pretty big.
I don't really know it's taller than Morzog.
If it's taller than Morzog, we have a problem.
Chainmail armor, wearing a helmet, dragging along a sack of something.
If it's taller than Morzog, it's my specialty.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it's just cutting a deep groove in the dirt, and you kind of hear a grunt of frustration and upheaval as he pulls the sack over his shoulder and kind of just walks past your camp along the road.
So he just walks past our giant embankment of stone.
He does seem to kind of like give you a sideways glance, but you can't really see any like facial features because of the helmet.
We should have made the other adventuring party take watch, but
Yeah, but we don't trust him, so.
yeah, I don't really trust him. So.
They could take watch with us.
And then
Buddies.
passes by, keeps on walking.
Hello, goodbye.
I'm not gonna lie, DM missed a great opportunity to have like. Never mind. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not have them.
The dawn comes, and Walter, as you wake up, your dreams last night are kind of fraught with recollections of the day before, when seemingly the battle was going pretty well, and then darkness. You just keep reliving that horrible pain in your chest of being clobbered by the giant's club and basically chucked across the stone. Everybody rises, and the other adventuring party stands up and is like, trying to shrug off sore muscles, which is something that you all feel. Starts gathering up their things. The Dragonborn is kind of walking around, rolling up his bedroll with a piece of jerky hanging out of his mouth. Well, the half elf comes up to you to basically just say that, well, is everybody ready?
Yep. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Well, let's be off then.
Wakey, wakey. No eggs and bakey.
You guys head the rest of the way down toward Kymel, which is at this point you would be coming off of the Silvercut Road. You're now on the Wildwood Byway. That's the road that goes from Craghammer down through Kymel. But it's only, at this point, it's only a few hours before you start seeing small huts and hovels due to the fact that outside of the northern gate of Kymel is a small, basically the slums, a small shanty town that lives right outside the gate for people who are less fortunate. And as you pass by, you see children running around in small groups, chasing each other, playing tag. People are hanging up their laundry, and a few of them kind of just watch you as you walk by. A woman sends her child up to your whole group and is kind of holding out a hat, just kind of like gesturing.
I'm gonna toss her a silver piece into her hat.
How big are those geodes?
Like golf ball.
I'm gonna toss one. I don't know
Well,
how.
like-
You said it was a bag of geodes. I don't know how many.
Honestly,
there are,
they're kind of varying sizes. Like some are golf balls, some are like softball, but you only have like one or two of those, and then the rest are kind of baseball-ish.
but I'm gonna do one of the little ones.
Okay. So she reaches in the hat and pulls out a silver coin and is like, ooh, and like, shiny. And then you put the this shiny like half rock that's got like a crystalline form coming out of the side of it, and she pulls that out and is just like fascinated, and like just kind of turns and walks off staring at it.
I would like to watch where she goes.
She runs back over to a woman with blonde hair about down to the like bottom of the neck, kind of just cut sideways, you know what I mean, like a straight cut. That's got a rug out on this line and is just smacking the shit out of it with something that looks kind of like a tennis racket. And she runs up, "Mommy, Mommy!" Shows her the silver coin, which the mother takes, but lets the child keep the rock that she is just walking. She's literally just walking around, just staring.
I didn't even realize it was a child. I thought it was a beggar.
It's a child.
Same thing.
Fair.
I'm
You're not wrong.
exhausted right now.
Nobody else seems to really give you much mind. You approach the gates, the northern gates of Kymel, and the guards, whose face is kind of hard to see from where you're at because he's currently being blocked by the cleric, who tells him, gives who they are, and when you guys are inquired about, more friends they picked up along the way. But you were all here to turn in the job that concerns the giants, and they will be harrying them no more. And you were all let in, seemingly unabated,
Undaunted.
undaunted,
Unmolested.
unmolested. There you go. Yeah.
Who's going to molest Morzog? I mean, really.
That's completely true.
Dragon.
I'm going to grapple it.
Yeah, because that's how any of that works.
So, the inside of Kymel is a little bit more different than the shantytown you walk through. The population here is give or take about 8,000. But it seems to be a lot more than that. The people that you walk by seem to be of all kinds of shape, sizes, and walks of life. Traders that are trying to, that are coming from Western or trying to get to Western. Other adventuring parties that are just having a good time. And then the normal folk who actually live here. Would anybody like to make a history check?
I mean, why not?
See if they know anything.
I don't know, fuck all.
Sure.
Maybe I get lucky. It never hurts.
I mean, I could.
I mean, it never hurts. I don't.
No.
It apparently hurts. It also apparently hurts.
Thinking's
Altogether,
hard.
an 8.
You know what? Walter can still roll for history.
Sure.
That's what he's here for.
Sure.
No, Walter cannot roll for history.
I got a
Stone back from
14.
Walter, though.
Oh, okay.
Walter will give you the rock back, he promises.
I was promised it was on loan.
Alright.
Mine was a 2, by the way. It's a 1
What?
plus a 1.
What you would know with a 14 is that this town is fraught with casinos, crime, and passersby. This is pretty much just a
Atlantic City.
traveler's town. You come in, you have a good time, but it's only to, make it to your next destination.
Is that about the same population as Reno?
Not gonna let that one go.
Also 3 inches and 5% and...
Continent and country.
Country.
Doing great.
So, you are now within this, as soon as you pass through the gates, the city automatically breaks out into what would basically be a small market. You see a few stalls that are just trying to hawk wares, some food carts, and a group of young, I say young men rather than children because they are a little bit older, kind of come up to your group and start asking the people who would be on horses. We're from the local stables right over here, and we want to know if maybe you wanted to put your horses away for your stay.
What's the cost?
Oh, that's be about 2 silver a horse.
That seems unnecessarily a lot.
I was gonna say, do we actually plan on
for a brush
staying?
down and some hay.
Well, it's also for stable space and.
I think I'll pass. I don't think we intend on being here that long.
I was gonna say, how long do we intend to be here?
I don't have a horse, I don't care.
Yeah, we have the. We
There's
have the
also a
cart
cart
and
horse.
everything. And
You see the other
That's-
adventuring
that's,
party is
Darren's
handing
problem.
over coin and letting the young men take some of their horses and.
fuck it, when in Rome, right? I mean, don't know how long we plan on getting stuck here, but
Okay, but if I'm only gonna be here for an hour, I don't pay him 2 silver if I put my horse up for an hour.
But things always happen.
maybe.
Big
We
city
may only be
crowd.
here for an hour. Shit happens.
Yeah. Big city.
Shit happens in the other direction too.
Yeah.
You get mugged. You never know.
Who's gonna mug?
Yeah. Well,
I just said mugged.
I mean, they can. Awfully bold. I mean, that's their prerogative, not mine.
You can Certainly try.
Right?
They just
They can
take
certainly
their
try.
turn.
They can certainly roll for initiative too.
We're only here for the money that we're owed, pretty much.
Well, that's the original intention. But we need to find a better use of what we need to do with the cart when we enter towns. I don't like lobbing, carrying around the fucking.
We could leave it outside of town and dig a hole.
Leave him in the middle.
Just earthbender this shit and just. Oh.
So, so you are putting them up, or you're not putting them up?
Why does everyone look to me here?
You were the one saying that we might as well in Rome. I said no. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna put mine up, but we're gonna put the cart and everything with it. And if our little driver has a problem, he can come find me. If he's staying with the cart and everything.
Is there an inn attached to this stable?
No, but if you'd like, there's a, where would I put it? He, points over down a side street. Says, if you're looking for an inn, there's, some right by the casinos down this road right here.
Well, unless something drastic happens, we're not staying the night in this town.
If we do happen to stay for some reason, is there any inns that aren't right next to casinos that might have lower prices since they're not right on the boulevard?
I mean, there are, but they're on the other end of the town.
Actually, if you go to Vegas, a lot of the hotels are actually fairly cheap because they expect you to spend money in the casino.
I've never been.
So they don't overcharge you for the hotel stay. They're actually very reasonable because they expect you to spend more money in the casino for that reason. So usually the hotels and shit like that's usually the normal going price and not the inflated bullshit.
They want you to stay. If they can get you there.
Yeah, if they can get you there, that's the thing. You're there and they expect you, you'll gamble in the casino and that's how they'll get their money. So
Then you get hornswoggled.
because, if they take more money out of you up front, then you ain't going to spend any in the casino and then that's where they don't get, Just so you know.
Learning something new every day.
Let's try and get our money from this group. Which way is the group heading?
Well, after you hand off your horses, they start making their way toward the direction that was previously pointed. And it's like, our quarry is this way.
Are we hunting somebody in town? Why are there quarry?
No, I mean, our job quarry?
I thought we
We're
killed
getting our
those.
money this way.
We remember who owes us money.
So the bounty is this way?
Yes.
I thought you meant quarry, like rock quarry. I was really confused for a second. I'm sorry.
So, the road you head down,
Intelligence, not wisdom.
you start seeing establishments that have. Hold on a second. Oh, that's right there. So as you come in, it's a little less. The streets are a little less, quote unquote, populated in this area. Mostly because people are inside the establishments. Because the first place you pass by has large windows inside where there are. Well, the first large window you pass by has a half-elven woman in a kind of like corset and stocking setup, and it seems to be trying to catch Morzog's attention.
We walking through the red light district? What the fuck are we doing here, bud?
You are in the entertainment district.
Is that what you're going with?
And then immediately off, kind of catty corner to your left, is a very large establishment with a big sign that's plastered to the front of the building, and in like yellow painted letters, in kind of like an arc, it says "The Handmaiden's Wish."
Don't you look at me.
And as you start approaching the door, you can hear like almost 1,000 voices inside, or what it seems like, because as you open the door, the place is rightfully packed.
Was this the same direction as the casinos and the inns and stuff? Or was this the opposite direction?
This is the same direction.
Now would be a good time to use the word cacophony. If you want to give that a shot again.
Yes, I know. I was actually avoiding it.
I know.
Not letting that one go either, bud.
So as you walk inside, the place is packed. Like Morzog, you actually look at the amount of people in here, and you wonder if you'll be able to make it through the crowd.
Don't move.
I hitch my horse up outside.
Huh?
I hitch my horse up outside.
Same here.
Okay.
Rain them to a pole. It's fine. They'll figure it out.
You hear multiple voices of, place your bets, place your bets. All right, what do we got over here? And people are like, can I have another round, please? As you, kind of just follow what is now just the cleric, and everybody else is kind of waited outside, and starts pushing through the crowd. Just kind of looks back and says, try not to get lost, and starts making their way toward the back of the establishment.
I go ahead and follow the cleric.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on them.
I'm just kind of walking behind them just because I can see over everybody in this.
What's the general makeup of this place?
So as you come in, the the ceilings are like a good 15-20 foot high. The ground you're walking on is this beautiful navy blue paint. Like the floor has been painted like a navy blue, and it feels really soft to walk on. The off to kind of the left of when you walk in is a really long bar that has multiple bartenders that are trying to adhere to maybe like 10 or 15 different patrons that are just, another round, give me another, sliding mugs across and making specialty drinks. Off in the center is a multitude of different shapes and sizes of tables. Some of them long ovals and others small, like squares or circles. There are crowds of people in like just gathered around each one. And even a few more that are kind of pressed up against the opposite wall. At the very back, you can see a staircase that leads up along the wall, and a kind of like balcony or catwalk that kind of goes across and leads to a set of doors. And what you guys are actually approaching is a set of doors that's underneath of that.
I meant race, but that's cool too.
Huh?
I meant the races.
The makeup of the people in here.
Oh,
Too.
there's a group of tieflings over there at one of the small circular tables. There's a half-orc that's large and lumbering and trying to push through the crowd to get another drink. You almost kick like 2 or 3 halflings that are all gathered in a group that are trying to scurry by the crowd.
Toss the halflings.
A gnome
Good
jumps
game.
onto the table that's dressed in a very nice vest and jacket with a kind of crooked bow tie. That's screaming for people to place bets so that he can roll the dice and see who gets lucky. It is the most colorful collection you've seen since you're home.
I keep my purse close.
Okay.
This crowded? Yeah.
Okay.
I might not be that attached to money, but I ain't stupid.
And as you wade through the crowd, you come up on a set of double dark oak doors, and the cleric takes the piece of paper and starts like smoothing out the edges of the parchment, and then puts it up against the where the doors meet, and just slipping it through the crack. And after about what seems like about a minute, the doors open, and you guys are let in to another kind of circular room that has a large desk down at the far end. Multiple paintings adorn the walls of people you don't know. You can only assume are important, maybe. A few of them just nice scenery. It's kind of that tacky waiting room-esque looking setup. And you are kind of brought over to multiple series of benches where you're, gestured by a gnomish woman with like purple hair that comes off of her head in waves, but part of it's pulled back into a ponytail. She lets you know you can sit here for the next few minutes. He'll be right with you. The cleric just kind of nods his head and sits down.
Oh, I prefer to stand.
Not a lot of conversation made, well, from the cleric at least. But after a minute or two, the doors on the side that are behind the desk, one of them opens, and the gnomish woman ushers you in to encounter a kind of tall-ish blue tiefling man with a set of horns that come through his jet black hair along the sides before they start curling down the back. Dressed in a nice kind of three-piece suit, but he's discarded the jacket. Yes, what do you... Ah! Yes. Come in. And he goes around the desk and sits down. So, you're here to inquire about your coin? And the cleric is... Yes, the job was done, and we mean to see our payment. These are new acquaintances who seem to have given us a little assistance. Right. Wonderful. One moment, and he reaches in his pocket for something, and kind of tries to keep his hand in front of it, and you hear a clicking sound, a drawer open, and he lays out a large sack of coin. As promised. Cleric picks it up and he opens it for a second, counts it, and then pulls out a handful and starts handing it off to whoever would take it.
I take the money.
Sure. So hands you I believe the agreement was 60-40.
Correct.
Hands you 60 gold. And at this, I believe our business is concluded. Welcome to Kaimel. Ties off the bag and just kind of like picks up his pace to leave you guys behind.
So that's 60 gold a piece, or just 60 gold?
Just 60 gold.
So that giant bag was full of 100 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. You are now left alone within the Handmaiden's Wish among a crowd of people.
Is this like a jostling crowd in some areas?
In some areas. Elbows rubbing together and people bumping in and...
My rolls are shit today, though.
You get caught pickpocketing, just give a squawk, I'll pull you out.
I do have disguise self. I could go be somebody else for a bit.
Yeah. A crowd like this is usually better to be smaller than bigger.
No, I could stay the same size. I just had to be somebody else.
Lots of halflings in the place to mimic.
Guidance. There you go. Go nuts.
Walter's last wish. Guidance.
Rob these fuckers.
Walter, as you walk through the crowd, you see that you see multiple glasses of amber liquid being set down onto the bar, and as you walk through the crowd with kind of a almost sullen demeanor about you, you hear a clap down onto the bar, and when you look over at the sound, the human bartender has set down a glass of amber liquid in front of you.
Bug it.
Goes down smooth, burns.
Day drinking now, Abby.
I work nights. No such thing.
Don't you
Do I
batch day
notice,
drinking? I did it for years.
out of the gambling tables, what games are there?
Nothing wrong with day drinking.
You see a
Big fan
you
of day
see a
drinking.
card game you recognize from the city, and then a few tables are like slinging around dice, and the dealer rolls the dice across the table, and you hear a "oh" as you know either someone has won or lost their fortune. Another table off, I can't remember the name. I think it's just called roulette, right? Where there's a small ball and a spinning
Yeah,
table.
there's
Yeah.
roulette.
There is a roulette table that is being spun. I don't go to Vegas, shut up. And this kind of, some of them kind of repeat, like there's multiple of the dice tables, there's a few of the card tables.
I go and sit down in an empty seat at one of the card tables.
Okay. You saunter up to a chair next to a kind of larger half-orc man who is looking at the bartender, or not the bartender, but the dealer, going, "Deal me another." And is looking down at his cards and looks back at the dealer, flips cards over, and with a grin ends up receiving a small pile of coin.
Okay.
Did he cheat?
I say they playing blackjack or anything? I wasn't paying attention.
You can make a
Perception check.
Investigation, insight.
yeah, sure.
kind of
Make
apply.
make a perception.
I'd say it's real easy to tell someone's playing blackjack.
Retroactive, kind of. Sure.
23.
17.
16.
Jesus.
We're very perceptive people. You can't fuck with
You
this group.
don't see any hinkiness about the deal that was made
By either side?
by either side.
Well, we haven't watched long enough for the
With
guy
a
to see who's counting cards.
23 by either side.
So, places like this, what kind of magic resistance do they have? Because I know, I'm not the first one to think of it, kind of thing.
Make
Mage hand.
okay, as you're kind of like trying to wade through the crowd, you are looking around at kind of trying to just case the place. Make a Arcana roll.
Add a D4 to it too.
Okay,
Guidance.
Yeah, sure.
Does guidance just last or is it
D4.
It's an hour, I think.
Yeah, it'll last for a bit. Bless only lasts for like a minute.
7, 4.
Plus your Arcana, which is fucking massive.
Wrong way.
Screens, phones.
Phone.
Hey, I have the same phone.
It's not cooperating at all.
Okay, Arcana's 5. I rolled a 7 and a 4, so yeah, 16.
Zoe. How much?
16.
16? As you look around, you can't seem to find any magical resistances or safeguards.
Didn't you take Detect Magic?
Yes.
Why use the spell when you can check it for free?
Hey, spell slots are expensive, okay?
There's a time and a place
Oh,
to
excuse
use
me.
them.
Dave's young.
I mean, because I've got Mage Hand, so if they don't have protection up, which they probably do, but if they don't, I can help with the roulette table.
Oh, what have I done?
Made an oopsie.
Stuck an adventuring party in a fucking
Casino.
casino. Gambling dinosaur or something.
Stuck a klepto in a casino.
So I
I'll
put
just
my
sit down and
ante
make
in.
him play blackjack.
Okay.
Hmm?
Sorry. Got
You're good.
everywhere.
I know, that's how I'm going to
So,
make money.
as you sit down, and that previous hand is dealt, the dealer, who is a halfling who's sitting up on like this very large like step stool type of fixture, looks over, and the buy-in is buy-in's 5 gold there, friend.
Okay.
Slide 5 gold across. So does the half-orc man and a elven woman down at the end.
I discreetly pass everyone their 12 gold piece cut.
Oh, okay. So as you pull out 5 gold, you feel another hand just kind of pour more gold into your satchel. And
I don't know. Guidance my last minute.
I would like you to
Less than
get
well, yeah, fuck it, there you go.
get a D8, a D6, and a D4.
But it's a cantrip, so you can keep doing it.
Yeah, sure. Just come up to the bar whenever you want to do something stupid.
Alright, say is the name of the game.
I'm getting my D4.
Do you want to use mine?
No, I have a special one I'm wanting to grab.
So he explains the rule set of a card game, but the way that we're going to play it is you have 3 dice, a D8, a D6, and a D4, and each card is a dice. So you'll roll the D8. Everybody will roll the D8 first. Everybody that's playing will roll the D8 first, and then you'll get the D6. And then from the D6, you'll be able to up your ante if you would like. And then you'll get the D4. And whoever comes out with the highest gets the pot.
There's no bust.
Or say this is just a dice game, honestly.
You didn't say it was blackjack.
I don't know how to play blackjack with dice.
Why don't we have actual cards?
Oh, we do.
Okay, so are we
But this is a
rolling?
dice game, so we're playing with dice.
Roll the D8 first.
We adding anything to it?
Nope.
Alright, I got a
These are
3.
straight rolls. I got a 5.
Oh, you saunter up to play too?
Oh yeah, why not?
Oh, sure. So, Morzard, you're sitting in between an elven woman on the end of the table and a half-orc gentleman with a kind of thick mustache. That's just kind of as soon as you sit down next to him, he kind of looks up and sees you're about half a head taller than he is, and kind of just immediately looks back down at his cards.
I'm here.
All right, and then the D6.
Four.
4.
Don't tell me.
Oh.
Well, then that was a 6.
So, as your second card is given
My
to you,
sleight of hand is 7.
the halfling gentleman looks at you all and goes, "Would you like to raise?
Sure.
How much?
3 gold.
3 gold.
Yeah, why not?
I'll call.
And the other 2 put theirs in too.
I'm looking around for shadiness
Make a
in this game and all games.
make
In this
a
game, in all games.
Make a perception check.
I'd like to keep an eye on the other people that I'm playing with and see if I can perceive whether they have a good hand or not based off of their reactions, like their facial expressions and whatnot.
We'll
Make
see.
an insight check.
You said they all called?
Yeah, they all put theirs in too.
That's awfully bold.
I got 12 by the way.
Oh boy.
You got a what?
12.
You are kind of, walking behind them and, like, looking to make sure that nobody's, like, slipping cards or anything. And you don't see any hankiness.
It's a 16.
16? Actually.
Not bad.
That's not a 20. That's a 20. Nope. So, as you kind of like look at your cards, and you look down the table, you see that the elven woman at the end just kind of like looks down at her cards and just kind of like her brow kind of furrows just for a second, like maybe she's not very satisfied with what she got. But the half-orc gentleman kind of has like a little smirk that's playing at the corner of his mouth. And Morzog is just stoic.
Okay.
I thought that should have been contested.
Alright. Now you can roll your d4s.
I'm glad I dug that one out.
That's pretty.
It's from Free RPG Day. It's from Starfinder.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright. Show your hands. The
No, I've done that.
elven woman turns over a 4, a 2, and a 3. And the orc turns over, or the half-orc turns over a 3, a 5, and a 3.
I have a 4, a 4, and a 3.
I have 4, 5, 2.
So I have a pair of 4s.
It's just total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add
Is
them
it
up.
Mine's
totals?
Yeah,
11.
Sorry. What?
Oh,
11.
11.
Split the pot.
Split pot!
No, I think
God
that.
damn it.
3-way tie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Split the pot.
So that would be, you could either split the pot, or you could have
High
us.
school.
Well, the elven woman goes, "Fuck!" throws down her cards, and goes, "Wow!" The halfling, excuse me, goes, "Wow, 3-way tie. All right, how about one more card to see who gets it?"
Sure. Why not?
All right, roll another d6, and add that to your roll, or to your total.
2.
So you got a 13 total.
I have a 14 total.
He got a 12 total.
Nice.
Oh boy. There you go.
So I'll take the pot.
So you get a, "Hey, we got a winner," and he shoves a collection of 28 gold to you.
Okay. Go ahead and put, what was the ante again? 5?
I wanna pick
Oh, you gonna play again?
Yeah.
Run it again!
Yeah. Well, while you go ahead and take 5 gold off,
Will you help me? Will you
and
help me?
on the
Guidance again.
on the other on the
can't
other
take
end of
stuff.
the establishment, and somewhere in the crowd, thanks. A small,
I mean, you can let her do her thing.
yeah, that's. We'll say you guys ante up for another game. The elven woman leaves, the half orc stays, and
Well, then we're just playing against each other. That ain't worth it.
and another human sits down and joins you. Note.
So I'm over with Walter. He's at the bar. So I can cast Mage Hand, and its duration is an hour.
Okay.
So first I'm gonna cast it,
Sure.
and it's invisible.
Sure.
He's gonna give me
Guidance.
guidance, which is a D4, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to use Mage Hand to pick a drunk pocket.
Okay. You see, if you're looking for,
It's
make
it's
make an insight check
Okay.
real quick. Because
I know
there are
my
a lot of
my
people here
dice and
drinking.
shit.
Let's see if you can discern which ones are really drunk.
I
a
could.
15. Oh wait, okay, 15
You roll a
plus.
d4 to it too.
I want us to.
Save that guidance.
It just goes on for an hour though.
Yeah.
It's
you
a
just-
minute.
Goes on for a minute, but you can just keep rolling it.
Mage
Yeah,
Hand.
you-
now,
you
got it.
guidance is a minute.
Guidance is a minute, but you could just keep throwing it.
So 6
Plus your
18
insight.
plus my insight. Shit.
Just 3. Under wisdom.
3. So 21. Yeah, math can't.
So you find 4 suspects, good targets,
Okay, sorry. Within 30 feet.
within 30 feet.
Yes.
Within 30 feet, 2.
Okay.
You've got over to your left a human who is looking like he's dressing under his age. He looks like he might be in his closing in on his like late 40s, but he's trying to seem like he's younger than that. He has he's got thin hair on top, and it just kind of gets thinner as it goes back, with the ring of hair actually around the head. And the suit that he's wearing is a little too tight.
So he wants to be a sugar daddy, but he's not quite making it.
Yeah. And then off to your right is a tiefling woman who looks like she's about one too many into her cups. The strap on her dress is kind of falling off as she, leans into the gentleman next to her and says something to him, and he quirks a smile and starts talking to her.
Should Nico run us?
Do what?
Nothing. I was being sarcastic.
I'm gonna try for sugar daddy wannabe.
Sugar daddy wannabe. Alright. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check
Okay.
as you try to pickpocket his pocket
Then
from
I
30 feet away.
roll.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck no. Nope. My rolls are garbage.
Alright.
D4.
As
4.
always. On brand.
15, 16, 17
24.
plus 24.
24?
17 plus 7.
Easy enough. Are you wanting the gold out? What are you going for? He has like a gold, like a actual purse, like a gold pouch, but you see like he's got like a ring on his hand, and on the right hand, like about his middle finger, and you see a chain coming out of one of his pockets that leads like to a belt loop. You messy fucker.
I'm a slob.
Jesus.
So that was
And magically, animals are now flooding towards the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go for cash because
Okay. With you said 24 or 21?
24.
24. With a 24, easy enough. From this far away, he is trying to get the attention of this beautiful brunette that is sitting down having a leisurely drink, and is just, I used to be a very strong individual, and I'm still strong, okay? And you see this, your hand, you can see it, it's just this tiny little distortion of air, just kind of grab at the purse string and pull, and let go, and it falls off of his belt, and you reach down and catch it just in time and start weaving through everybody's legs that's sitting at the bar, and it slips right into your hand.
we
It feels like it it feels a little bit bigger, like maybe it had more in it, but it doesn't anymore. Still got something in there though. You can hear it rattling.
Okay. I'm not gonna look at it right now. I'm
Sure.
gonna.
You just kind of it just slips
Well-
under your cloak and disappears.
Is this guy annoying this poor lady?
Kind of. You can see she's got like a what's kind of the equivalent to like a martini glass, and he is like really close to her, and the breath is obviously not that good because she is like trying to turn her face away, and you know.
I could wrap
Please,
him blind.
sir, I'm just trying to have a drink, okay? I really don't care.
Can I do this?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
So he's being very loud, and she's not wanting any of it.
I'm gonna go up and butt in between him and her.
Okay. He's super drunk. It's easy enough to just kind of move him away. So you just kind of slip yourself in between them. Are you looking at her or looking at him?
Her.
Her? And
Sorry.
she kind of goes, oh,
Sorry it took me so long. You know, traffic and everything.
right. Dear, so nice to see you.
As always.
I'm so glad you made it. Could I get you anything to drink?
Sure. I'll have what you're having.
She kind of leans over the bar just a little bit and kind of puts up like 3 fingers and then waves them around to kind of give like a signal, and you see multiple bottles being pulled up from under the bar, like silver colored cup with a cap, and just like pouring in, shaking it up. A mixture you're not familiar with.
Yeah, I don't have a drink.
Yeah.
I
Fair,
do.
spend some
What we
time.
making?
The
I don't know how to make the drinks. I
the
just don't drink
gentleman that
myself.
you knocked aside, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Hey, I was talking to her, and that's rude.
He actively touched me?
He did. He clapped onto your shoulder.
Okay, cool.
You don't feel a lot of strength there.
Doesn't matter. As soon as he touches me, I
Sure.
reach up and grab his hand
Sure.
and twist it.
Oof. Can I just get a
Contested
strength roll?
check.
Just give me a strength roll.
3.
If you want me to remove
It's
this
the mo-
gentleman, I
it's-
can.
Yeah, it's the motion, it's the pain, not the actual force I'm putting
You
on.
still have
Wait,
to have enough
it-
strength to make it move, though.
Three total.
Yeah, I don't have any modifiers.
Oh boy.
He may be a little stronger than he looks.
He thinks you're holding hands.
Yeah.
I didn't roll a natural 1.
I did.
Whoa, you got away with
So
it.
He's drunk as shit.
yeah, at,
Schmammered.
at disadvantage. So you feel the hand clap on and grab a hold of 3 fingers and just kind of scrunch under your grip and twist, and you hear ow, 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 ow.
Listen here, buddy. This nice lady and I are gonna have a conversation now, and we don't want you in it. So if you could just fuck off, that'd be great. Thank you for the appropriate time growling the kid. That was great. Good puppy.
I protect you, mommy.
His fingers are now just like scrunched and bent up. You can see like it's not a pretty angle. He's lifted up to his feet onto his tippy toes as he's trying to keep you from breaking his fingers. He goes, all right, I'm sorry. Please let go. Okay.
I let go.
So you let go, and he turns around and just kind of like stumbles off. You hear some choice curse words, and he stumbles out of the door into the dirt path outside. You turn back, and it's a half-elven woman with kind of a like deep reddish hair and emerald green eyes. She's in a kind of a fashionably nice blue dress that kind of comes to like a V cut. Fits her body really well.
I think so.
She looks over and goes, "Thank you so much. He was getting to be a little much."
I'm sure.
Do you really want a drink though? I've already ordered them.
Drinks ordered. I'll stick around for it.
So the drinks are brought over, and you two share a conversation.
Sure.
If that's what you're there for.
Yeah.
Hmm? She starts talking
Your
about.
dress matches my skin. We got a lot in common.
Ah, okay.
Thank you. I thought that one was sort of good.
Yeah. Morzog and Arctis, can you just both roll a d20 for me?
Oh, you're making it boring now.
Just make it. Just make it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
2.
Ooh.
Well, that was a hell of a roller
That was.
coaster.
19.
That is a hell of a roller coaster, Christ. Arctis, you end up winning another pot of 20 gold, but then it ends up being just you and Morzog at the table as everybody else kind of leaves after losing so much money and goes to find something else to do.
We probably ought to get going anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm had enough.
There you go.
How many drinks have you had there, Walter?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Just 2. Not much.
Lightweight. Come on now.
What is this?
It takes him a long time to drink a
Huh?
beer.
What is this one?
What is what?
This drink?
Oh,
She's drinking.
it'd be kind of like the equivalent to like a martini.
Oh, okay.
It's vodka shaken, not stirred. I know.
You don't drink either, but you don't know alcohol like I do, so maybe we should.
It was a
edify
joke.
you.
It was funny. God, you fucking.
Apparently
Funny
we need
to
teach
the
him-
uninformed.
We need to teach him drinking and gambling.
I already read the thing. I
He won't play
already
with me.
read something about how they're actually not shaken. That's not how you make it. But for some reason, that's how James Bond orders it. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's funny.
Hurts my soul as an alcoholic.
I quit drinking years ago, so I don't even care.
I did 2, but I still know better.
I could kind of go for a martini.
You share a conversation with the woman. Her name is Lila. She's from out of town on business. Lilah. She's from out of town on business. Plans to stay for the next couple of nights, and then we'll be heading back to Iman.
I just tell her that, I'm just traveling with some friends and seeing where life takes me, the open road and all that good fun stuff.
Hang on a second.
What kind of trade is she in?
Fabrics. It seems that I'm in town because a large order was placed for some of my finer quality wares, and so I've had to commission some special things for Jokter, and he seemed to take a liking to my work. So I'm here to finish the commission and give him exactly what he wants for the coin he's going to give me.
What kind of stuff do you make?
I deal a lot in fabrics and weaving, so I kind of do things here or there, rugs. What I'm currently here for is drapes. What? That was the DM looking for the fucking word, okay?
I know what that was.
Shut up.
So no apparel, just housewear?
I've always had the inclination to try fashion, but just never seemed to stick. She kind of like looks off in kind of like a dream state of, you know, oh, I wish. Just never took off. In the world that is Amon, fashion is a little hard of a profession to get into, as people have already established themselves.
Just have to make your own mark.
Indeed. Would you, she sets down her glass that is now empty. Would you like to, come see my commissions, my wares?
I look over at the party. What are they doing?
It looks like Morzog and Arctis have just, like, their table just cleared out, and both of them look at each other like, the fuck? You see Walter sets down another glass, and the bartender hands him one more, but he doesn't seem to be touching it. And Note is, roll a perception check for Note.
14.
Note, roll stealth check.
14.
Plus 7.
Okay, you don't
Plus
know where
7.
Note is.
Appears as if me and my friends might be heading out. Where are you staying, just in case?
Names. I feel your pain. I'm sorry.
Someone needs to take the skill to make him remember everything for like a month back.
Shut up. Fuck off.
To be able to recall names and locations at will for the last month or whatever it is.
Keep in mind.
Keen mind.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Pretty much the only use, honestly.
Yeah, it's to fuck with the DM. Best use.
I just assumed
I
everybody
can
else knows where we're
remember-
going.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying at the Tallgrass End. It's not in this district, but I was told this place served the best drinks.
End.
Inn.
Inn.
The Tallgrass Inn. If you head out this door, and she kind of gives you some directions to get there.
Okay.
Roughly. You're not from here, but you're just like, okay, go that way,
I'm good at
that way. Yeah, gotcha.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for the company.
She gives you a nice smile.
I put a silver on the table. Walk away.
She adds like 3 silver on top of yours, and then gets up and starts heading for the door.
I go and sit down at the roulette table.
Okay.
I'm gonna join you.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You wanna come with?
Sure.
Play some roulette?
2 gold buy-in, 2 gold buy-in, 2 gold buy-in. You see a tiefling who's sitting at the table in the same outfit as everybody else, although this one has the bow tie nice and straight. Starts chanting for a 2 gold buy-in to the roulette table. And he's like, all right, everybody, pick a number. Let's see what we get.
Are we doing what, 1 through 20 or?
Yeah, just pick a number 1 through 20 and...
Can I put mine on black?
Sure.
Okay, would that be evens or odds?
That is odds.
Okay.
$17.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Fuck you.
What did I do?
He spins the table and puts the ball down on the track and watch it spin around and around and almost like you can't even see the numbers anymore because it's just become like a small like gray blur. When it finally slows down and the number lands or the ball lands, you see it lands into a 20. And you see some other guy that's off in the like small crowd that's around the table go, yeah! And this half-orc man starts receiving his cut of the gold. And just as you guys get done with that round of the roulette table, the front doors fly open. Like, you didn't think they had that anybody could have them enough.
Grab my sword immediately. Just
Throws open the door, and it is a man of tan skin with black hair that's kind of pulled into a tiny little ponytail, and a nice small like soul patch and goatee that comes down, and is flanked by two very pretty women and a red-skinned tiefling that's just following along with a clipboard that has this kind of sour look on her face. And he goes, "Patrons!" Everybody kind of turns and stops what they're doing, and you see he's also wearing this like nice like
insight
blue. Go ahead and roll insight. He's wearing a navy blue vest with like gold embroidery that come up, and you see a gold chain come out of one pocket down into like a side of his pants.
What did you say his race was?
He
He looks human.
14.
14?
21.
There you go. Thank you. I use my good rolls on gambling.
Yeah.
As you guys are trying to kind of case him, you hear whispers of, "Oh, it's Jacques.
It's the mob boss.
That's what I'm thinking.
Fight me. Don't want to have to fight my way out of town.
Somebody's taking an arrow
what
to
are
the knee.
What are you trying to discern with your insight?
What kind of a person he is? Like,
Loud,
just his attitude and like.
loud, boisterous, and
That's another.
Do I get the general
Very-
feeling he's going to be a problem?
very self-confident, and probably not.
I pull my sword slightly from the scabbard. Only slightly.
Ladies and gentlemen, for this time only, while I walk through this establishment, around on me. And then he puts his arm over both of these girls and starts walking through. As you can hear, you can't really pick up like the wording, but the tiefling is like trying to lean over his shoulder and is just spouting this like vomit of words at him about how like this probably isn't a good idea.
I don't accept the drink.
You see a bunch of people kind of break away from their tables and go up to get their round on him.
Are any of them leaving purses or bags behind?
You see a couple of them who had already put gold on the table as an ante to walk away really quickly.
Well then.
There's a couple of little piles of like silver or gold.
Is
Yeah,
that at
but
the table that we're at?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, but that probably has a person, like a staff member, unless the staff member is going to go get a
The
drink.
staff members don't move. They stay where they're at.
I'm up for it, but I'd rather not have to fight my
I
way
was-
out of here. I mean, I could
say,
do it.
If you
don't
give
get
me
wrong,
some
but-
kind of signal, I'll go and cause a distraction. But
Well, he ain't causing a big enough distraction on his own.
I meant with whatever table she's wanting to rob money from. I'll go and sit
Yeah,
down.
but
and-
see, if the staff had gone with, that'd be easy pickings. But because
Well,
I still have mage hand. It's for half
why
an hour.
I know that's
But-
why I'm saying if I go over there and I start talking to,
If you drunkenly stumble over and knock over the table,
I don't.
Good thing.
I'm not drunk.
No.
The Arctis, as you're sitting at the table, like just kind of like a little annoyed that your game is now being interrupted. One of the patrons, human man, just kind of leans over to you and goes, "That's Dr. Kirsten. He's the owner of this establishment, and pretty much he's the marquis of the city, the mayor, pretty much."
That explains why he's such a pompous ass.
Kind of giggles at your remark, and he comes in here nightly and loves throwing parties.
The idea has nothing better to do.
Okay. So, I turned a note, and I let her know that he has large amounts of money.
He seems to like pretty girls too.
Mm-hmm. Think you want to disguise self?
If there's is there a bathroom here? How long does that last?
You
Just
don't.
stand behind.
Will, that look on your face! Holy shit! That was the look of, oh fuck.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait. Here we go.
You don't see.
Read the middle one.
Oh,
You see
I know.
you see the
Okay.
doors that head to the back where you previously were, and you see the doors up top. But you don't see any other doors besides the front door out of this establishment. Do you inquire about a restroom?
Oh, I hope there's one. Otherwise, I took a piss on the floor. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want to draw attention to myself, but I'm gonna ask him if he can ask about a bathroom because I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Yeah, I have no problem asking about a restroom.
The guy that previously spoke to you is just like, yeah, there's one right outside around the corner.
Alright, thank you.
Well, I am going to go out to the bathroom and disguise myself as a obviously short but busty redhead.
Okay. So
That work?
in goes the crow, and out comes this this short human.
I'm probably dwarf height, aren't I?
Okay. Short dwarvish woman with a large bust, a red hair coming down past the shoulders, and a scarlet dress. And you walk back into the establishment. You get a few head turns, which is a little uncomforting, but then you have to remind yourself that you are now in an illusion.
Persona.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back to where he went.
You see he starts approaching the stairs that lead upward, and you wade through the crowd to kind of catch up to him.
I'm just gonna kind of shadow her. Like I'm not gonna follow
Same here.
her, but I'm keeping her
I'm
within
gonna-
eyesight.
I'm actually gonna try to stealthily keep.
Oh, I
fairly
don't stealth.
close
I
to
mean,
her.
I can roll stealth, but I don't stealth.
I am going to stealth.
Go and roll stealth.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll stealth just to see if I pull it off. Ready? Ready?
Oh,
Disadvantage.
That is a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 8.
To be fair, I thought it was a 1, so I mean it's better than
I'm just not trying to draw any attention to myself,
Okay.
or at least not too much.
No, I just want to shadow her.
You approach the person that is named Jacteur, and as you approach, he kind of takes notice to your presence and turns and is like, my. And I don't think I've had the pleasure. And you are?
I curtsy and then I tap my throat and shake my head.
Oh. Whoa. He kind of like fumbles around and grabs the clipboard from his assistant and like flips past a couple of pages and hands you the now kind of like blankish piece of paper and reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out this like fountain pen type of item, and hands it over to you.
So he really does have some money.
What is your name?
I'm Tallulah in flourishy letters.
Tallulah?
Am I seeing all this?
Yeah, you guys are like inconspicuously just like chilling in your chairs, but you've like both leaned in a direction to kind of see what's going on.
I've got that song stuck in my head.
Tallulah, that is a marvelous name. Me and my friends here are heading up to go to more private quarters for some fun. Would you like to join?
He means drugs.
I'm gonna go ahead and hunter's mark.
I want a sleight of hand.
On me,
Yes.
it's verbal.
Oh.
So
Not from your somatic. Just roll sleight of hand, please.
sleight of hand, you said?
Hmm?
What's I can't math right now.
What is it?
5 and
22,
17.
22.
You hunter's mark and see the kind of the outline of his silhouette kind of bolden in your vision, and he doesn't seem to take notice.
Okay.
After you. He
Up
puts
they
his
go.
arms back around both girls and starts going up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, so I can track him now.
Okay.
For up to an hour.
You kind of feel that tug in the back of your head, just like almost like a string just pulling you.
Yeah, I begin to follow.
This is gonna
Not
go
all combat
so
spells are
fucking
Going up the
poorly.
stairs.
Yeah, I'm going to stealth or keeping my distance, follow him and her, making sure that she's safe.
Okay.
I just position myself to, like, I'm still at the bar, but the equivalent of underneath wherever it is they're going.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like I said, I'm just general shadow. As long as I know the room they're in, I'm fine.
So they start heading up the stairs and take the short jaunt along the balcony to head into 2 double doors at the top. You start kind of going up the stairs, and as he enters the room with the 2 girls, you hear him say something, like inaudible words over the crowd underneath of you. And a very large, dark-skinned gentleman holding a sword and shield walks out and closes the door and then stands in front of the door.
Super fucking poorly.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, pretty much Morzog.
There's only one of him. There's more of us.
That's true.
You get up to the top of the steps and kind of turn past the banister to see. What was your stealth score? 10?
Yeah.
And you just kind of see his head just kind of look down at you. Can I help you?
I'm gonna tug on his arm.
You've already
You're
been
in the
inside the
room.
room.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
in
in the room.
there. Oh,
He's the guard for the room. Like I said, just squawk if you need anything.
Yeah, I was looking for one of my friends. She's about yay high, dwarf woman, red hair.
She's currently on with Joctor.
Jacques Terre. Who's that?
He's the what the fuck is the name? The actual
Proprietor?
name?
Owner, proprietor,
No, he's supposed to be the mayor.
mayor, marquis.
There's a different name for it though. Margrave. That's what it is.
Margaret.
Margrave. Magrave.
Not helpful when I don't have my notes up. Thank you.
She's in with the Margrave.
Okay. Well, where's that at?
Past me.
Okay. Oh, I would like to find my friend.
One moment. and he turns and opens the door just enough for himself to get in, shuts it behind him.
So you probably ought to give her enough time to do what she's doing before we try to pull her.
While she's in there, or he's in there, I kind of signal at Morzog.
Is this door at the end of the hallway, middle of the hallway, left of the hallway?
It's like it's kind of like in the it would be in the middle of the establishment if you're looking symmetry wise.
Mm-hmm.
The balcony, catwalk, however you want to say it, kind of just leads up to it and then stops.
So there's nothing beyond it. There's just okay.
That's where the balcony ends.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
How
a maximum
far is the
of
door
3
from the
hours.
stairs?
So
I only have an
How
hour
far-
to
how-
keep a track of where he's at.
I know. How far is the door from the stairs?
the front door.
The door of the room that they went
Oh,
into
okay.
from the
It's-
stairs.
My suggestion: get him really,
Like-
really drunk, make him an easy mark.
Yeah, like 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and wait on the stairs.
So as you're in
Give her
there,
a chance to work, and then we'll.
he
The mayor of the fucking city. But sure, let's rob the mayor of the fucking city.
Gonna do what they want to do.
Why not?
I didn't say I was gonna rob him. I just wanted to go see what he was doing. But while I'm in there,
Yeah, exactly.
so
Mhm.
as the door closes, he when you walk in, you see a large at the far end of the room. There's a large wooden desk that is very finely crafted, and you see large cushy sofa over on one end, a small stand or cabinet that has a multitude of various kind of old-looking bottles of what you can only assume is alcohol, and a painting on the far behind the desk that looks like a kind of a scenery, like the best image of Kaimal they could get from a hill that you have no idea exists. And he comes in and is like, "Please, ladies, find a place to sit. Enjoy yourselves." He walks over to the cabinet and starts opening and pulling out, small glasses for all of you, and grabs a like an old, like the glass on this bottle is clouded, but the wax has been broken and recorked.
I'm gonna go real quick and get the cart and horses.
Okay.
She's
And
done.
he's like, please make yourself comfortable. Pulls off the cork and starts pouring glasses for all of you. Hands one to the two ladies and hands one to you.
Are you even old enough to drink?
Oh.
No one asked these questions.
Okay.
in modern times, no.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, in modern times, I left at 14, that'd be fucking...
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I think you had to just be tall enough to reach. Oh, no, I can't say that.
Tall enough to reach the bar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's not wrong.
You have a stray thought to yourself that, oh shit, if I drink this, it might reveal that, the mouth isn't quite right. He turns back around and pours one more for himself, and
You sleight of hand.
I could go down the couch. If I'm sitting on a couch, I can go down the couch cushion. It'll just make the room smell like this.
Can you sleight of hand for me, please? Oh my god.
Please have a good roll for once.
It's over. This is why I have you do things.
Oh, good. I rolled a 17 plus. My sleight of hand 7, so it'd be 24.
Holy shit. And he rolled high, too.
Rogue.
So as soon as he starts to turn back around with his now filled glass, you just quickly throw it over your shoulder. It kind of goes perfectly kind of over the back of the sofa, and just you hear a small against the wall, and it slides down the wall, but you're against the couch, so it doesn't matter. You're fine. Oh. Dude, nope. Fuck no.
I'll say
The ladies don't notice either.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, so you're new in town, aren't you? I've never seen you before. Are you from Craghammer? You've got to be from... No? With that dress, though. Looks you up and down. Amon. Right? No? Where are you from? You still have that. You're still holding on to that clipboard.
I'm gonna write down Whitestone.
Whitestone? Can't say I've ever made it that far north. Lovely place, I hear. Pours another glass. It's like between sentences, he just kind of takes little sips of it and sets it down. Well, what brings you to my fair city?
The ambiance.
The ambiance?
I'm kind of worried we're getting ready to gank the mayor.
The dictionary or thesaurus here. Down.
And this is how we got rid of Walter.
Small words for the DM, please.
Well, I can't say I'm not proud of my... And the doors open at this point, and the armored guard that had passed by you as you were coming in walks in and goes, Margrave, there is a gentleman outside the door that's looking for her, and points at you.
I write. Does he have mutton chops?
It's a full beard.
That's a full beard. Is he a bearded gentleman?
Looks down. Yeah.
I'm going to say, I do apologize. That is the gentleman who is supposed to be keeping me on the straight and narrow. I probably ought to leave so he doesn't report me.
I thought you could have just went with bodyguard or something.
Yeah, but it works well. It's fine.
The Jacques stands up and is like, oh, come on, we just got started. The fun hasn't even begun yet.
I'm going to ask if he has a way I can look him up if I come back through again.
He gives you a sly smile and a wink and goes, you can always find me here. Do you leave? Okay.
I'm leaving my hunter's mark on him.
Jean, make sure she's sought outside safely. Of course. The armored gentleman walks next to you as he escorts you back to the door. And you open the door and there's Arctis standing like 5 feet from it, just kind of waiting for you.
I wave and then go down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, we just follow her like a bodyguard would.
Sure.
We're leaving now. Before we have to fight our way out of the city, we are leaving now.
All things considered, didn't go too bad.
Going to go
Did
acquiesce.
I get the freaking horses and carts fine?
You did.
I'm gonna go pull Walter from the bar.
You were able to
Give you a nice scare there, did I?
No, she did. She was gonna do something stupid, and I was gonna have to grapple a guard.
Durin said that he would help you secure the horses and stuff. So you now have all of the horses and all of the and the cart. Just kind of
Anything missing?
make an investigation check. Walter,
Yeah.
as you're sitting there at the bar, just kind of, you're still holding on to your third glass, not touching it, and just kind of like, you turn around and look over your shoulder and you see your group kind of coalescing like they're about to leave.
No, I leave the drink and I get up.
Okay.
I got an 11.
You search through the cart and pull off the... You notice that the sheets haven't been messed with. The suits of armor are still there.
The Robo Boys are there.
Well, what's his face? Useless coward dude is
Durin.
was kind of somewhat guarding things, so it was
Yeah.
kind of a cursory glance to ensure
No one snuck him.
nothing got past him.
Everybody but Elrana just kind of convenes at the door as Walter saunters up.
Oops, sorry. We're going now.
We're leaving? Alright.
Good. No objections. Back out the same way we came in.
You guys head back out the door into the crowd of people and start heading back toward the north gate where you guys had dropped off your horses.
Have the horses and met them outside because it wasn't.
Oh,
that
you brought
far.
them. You brought them in.
Yeah, she
The
brought.
whole yeah.
I was under the understanding that you just kind of got them from the stables and were waiting by the gate.
No, I told her
That's
to have us meet her outside just in case we
That-
had to fucking acquiesce and just
that works
leave
too.
the situation.
I'm gonna,
As you walk out, you see Elrana holding onto the reins of all of the horses, neatly just kind of lined up, behaving.
I'm gonna hop in the cart. And it's a covered cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna drop this guy's stuff.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and drop my hunter's mark as well, since we're leaving.
Away we go.
I was like, yeah, no, fuck this place. It's too noisy.
Too many people.
You
It's not like the fishing village, is it?
you all kind of saddle up on your horses and ride out of the city because they make a lot of noise, but the girls, they are so pretty. And head back out the north gate, coin in hand, and back on the trail. You make it back to the crossroads about evening, and you all turn back toward Iman, heading east.
Well, we're at the crossroads at evening. Might as well go back to the same place we were the other
I
night.
was gonna say our little TA
Alright.
set up there already. We can just kind of sit there.
You
Might give us time to gather fresh food if anybody wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can go hunting. If anybody would.
I got the fire.
Is it early enough in the evening to do so?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Honestly, you guys are probably like taking shelter probably a little earlier than you usually do, but
Well, we gotta
it's
get
kind
there
of one of
before
those
someone
things
else
of,
does.
hey, it's here.
Alright, so I go ahead and shift
It's here, and we wanted to be out of the city.
Okay.
so that I have advantage on my perceptions.
Sure.
And I start sniffing around for any trails of any wildlife in the area.
Make a survival
I
check.
was gonna ask. We weren't followed out of the city, were we?
Make a perception check.
I don't like being followed. 18.
22.
That's,
Damn.
we're eating tonight.
You catch the scent of a few rabbits that have been hiding in the tall grass.
Okay. I go ahead and draw my longbow.
Mhm.
And I.
What'd you roll, Morzog?
18.
You don't see anybody following you.
Okay.
I let out a quick howl to stir up the rabbits.
You now can sense, you can smell the scent of fear, and they have started moving.
Easy there, Warwick.
They, so I can now see where they're moving around and stuff.
You see parts of the grass kind of shh, 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 shh.
Okay. I
Moving
hunter's
from
mark
here.
one of them.
Pokemon, Bridge.
Okay.
And I start following after.
Sure.
And
You see
As
as
soon as
Arctis kind of dips low and starts walking into the tall grass. And hear multiple rustlings.
I fire a arrow at the one that I have hunter's mark.
Me? Drew.
Okay.
I don't believe I have advantage on that.
Well, you hunter's marked.
Yeah, that just gives me extra damage. Oh wait, no, I do have advantage on finding them though. And that would be to hit 17.
That definitely hits, and they have like
Robo
2 hit
bunnies,
points,
high
and the
armor
one is
class.
hunter's marked. So you end up tracking it for a good like 10 feet before you see it try to leap from one tuft of grass to another, and the arrow sinks into like its what would basically be its shoulder blade and straight across.
Okay, and then I move my hunter mark to the next one.
Okay.
And I go ahead and, as soon as I get an opportunity, fire an arrow at it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's 16 plus 17. I'm going to say that hits.
Pretty much the same thing. It dives into a tuft of grass, and without you even being able to see it, you just throw the arrow into the grass, and you no longer hear scuttling.
Okay. Is that all the... Wasn't there another one?
There was another one. It went the other direction if you want
Okay.
to try and track that one too.
Yeah. I move my hunter's mark if I can.
I currently can't see it, but
Okay.
you for
Yeah,
the
you
sake
have to see
for the
it.
sake of brevity, you end up tracking that one down too, and Arctis comes back from the tall grasses holding 3 pretty full-grown rabbits, just like pinned to arrows.
And I go ahead and shift back to normal.
The fire's roaring now at this point. I set it up to cook food.
I go
can
over and
see
I
the
start
net.
skinning the rabbits, slicing the belly, pulling from the feet, and
You guys end up having a pretty solid meal between these pretty plump rabbits, and end up turning in for the night. 3 of you make perception checks.
Is that? I'll go ahead.
ooh,
I got a plus
Good.
4.
that's a
I
10.
have +3.
I have +6, so
Good lord.
You do it all. Have fun.
I actually rolled good. So. Oh, your kitty friend. 22.
14.
10.
Whenever you take your watch note, you can hear a distant kind of like moaning or howling sound coming from the mountain.
Which is where we have to go.
Well, you have to go past it.
I'll let him know in the morning.
Okay.
It's my foot.
You guys rise in the morning and can see that Walter at this point is already awake. And has kind of put together his pack and is saddling up his horse.
You heading out?
I don't fucking know.
You mean you don't fucking know?
I got half my fucking ribs broken by a goddamn giant.
You shouldn't have got so close.
Well, I mean, I can take care of that and heal it up for you.
No, we healed it. It's just like startling realization there.
I commented to Jesus about his, mortality.
The,
Okay.
the frail regular person is a researcher, not a fighter.
I mean,
You didn't have to tag along.
field can be very dangerous, man.
Squish.
Squish.
Adventuring's not for everyone.
So I take it you're gonna go back to your fishing village?
The adventure became too much for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my strengths.
Drugs.
Well,
Research. Probably gonna ride back to Whitestone and keep
Would you
Digging
mind
through books at this shit.
taking a look at my bow before you head out?
Oh yeah, that's right. He wanted to do that. That's funny.
Do you want the?
Yeah, if you have
Don't.
the time.
No. No.
I say I could just drop my enchantments.
Too early
Too early.
for that. The bow, I don't mind. That's gonna be a pain.
For what?
Bag of holding.
Oh God.
She's wanted it since session 1, ever since she figured out what the artificer can do.
Is he even able to make that yet?
Yes, he
Oh.
can.
I just have to pick and jump. It's a pain in the ass. This
That's up to
character
you.
does a lot.
Yeah.
It's Walter's last session, so I mean, do what you want to do.
Well, first, here's your rock back,
Yes, I'll take the rock. Thank you.
and
Oh, so now he's slinging
Oh.
rocks.
So
No, that was the rock
So
that he showed
you two, Arctis and Ilrana, as they mentioned something about a rock, he reaches into his satchel and pulls out this crystal that's about
Oh yeah.
We
about
showed
this
that to him.
long. Did you?
yes,
A part of the incentive for them to come along, kind of thing. Was...
Yeah, I
Kind
forgot
of
about that.
glowing white, and as it shifts in their hands, it's a little opalescent. Lights out.
You hadn't seen it before. I remember that much. In
Yeah,
the
'cause
Underdark.
you rolled to check it or some shit.
Yeah.
And...
Is this the stuff for the robots?
Mhm.
yes.
Thank you, okay, got it.
That's I loaned the rock. It's my rock. I took it.
Right.
He was just hanging on to it.
Okay.
My rock.
My rock.
And since I did just do a long rest, I can't enchant this thing.
Okay.
So there you go. There's your bow. You don't have to use arrows anymore. You get +1 to hit things and +1 to damage.
So that's a +8 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
+1 to hit, +1 to damage, and you don't use
Oh.
arrows anymore if you don't want to.
Nice.
Oh, hey.
Is she the drive-by kitty?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well then.
Keeping
Thank you,
track
Walter.
of ammo is a pain in the
Then I
ass
go ahead
anymore.
and hand Walter 20 gold for his
He's,
journey.
he's got 20 gold shoot.
20 gold real quick. Probably
Well,
fetch
he
you
won 48 gold in playing
Mhm.
poker,
So,
so
I
I
mean-
think he's good.
I already had quite a bit to begin with.
While they're at camp, I'd like
yeah, I
to
got
count those
151
coins
after.
from the little coin pouch I stole.
Okay.
In fairness, I did work for the Slayer's
You end
Take
up
for a while,
finding
so.
Roundabouts of 15 gold.
And anyway, I'm gonna ride back to Whitestone, and I'm not giving up on this garbage. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go fight with what I'm good at. Books. Learning.
We may see Walter again.
I'm gonna go do research.
Well, I guess we know someone who does research if we ever need it. I don't know where he's at.
Because at least in Whitestone, there's at least one person who can have an intelligent conversation that's not about fucking fish.
Oh.
I don't know.
You know,
Percy
I
has a
can also
slew
do
of knowledge.
Exactly. That's why we're going there.
I'm sure you'd love to hear about trout.
So as everybody else wakes up and
Carpe diem.
is starting to get their packs together, they watch as Walter mounts his horse and pulls out a jerky stick and starts munching on it as he turns the horse the other direction and starts clomping off to Whitestone.
At least he's got lots of places to stay on the way.
Yeah.
And as you're walking along, you're like, "Oh yeah, I got huts waiting for me."
This won't be so bad.
Oh yes, because we leave one every place that we camp. Oh my god.
Y'all gonna start fucking building stone buildings
Some
that just say
adventurers
pilot.
slay dragons, some adventurers wage war. We build hobbit holes.
Great.
You know,
Run
every
to
little bit
Casey's.
counts.
Make the world go round.
Slowly improving Taldorei one day at a time.
Oh boy.
Little did you know we start making pizzas.
My adventuring
No, we're
group
just-
killed a lich. Mine killed an evil dragon. Mine
Ours
built
went into business
gas
for
stations.
Rest stops.
We're gonna
Rest
start
stops.
hiring people to
Yeah.
stay there, collect fees. You know.
By the end of the campaign, you just have a chain all across Taldorei of fucking.
Your local Motel 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We'll leave the light on for you.
My new goal is to buy out whatever the fuck his name is in that last town. That's gonna be my new goal for the campaign.
Well, you guys mount your horses and start back down the road toward Iman, cresting through the Silvercut roadway, as you can see the large the fairly large expanse, I should say, seeing as others bigger, of the Iron Seat Ridge Mountains.
Can we make an agreement not to go by the crossroads anymore? Because it seems like every time we cross the crossroads, we lose a team member. We're 2 for 2
Now
so far,
skeptical.
so
We have to stop
Yeah.
burying cat's feet at the crossroads.
we're gonna say we're not making a deal, and the demons are just taking people from us. So
I wrote it down. It's canon now.
What?
Skeptical of crossroads.
Okay.
So we
Note in Arctis, you guys have you remember the other night the sounds coming from the Iron Seat as you had taken watch.
yes.
I'll let them know.
You don't hear any now. You just remember it that one time, and you'd been hanging around it for a while. You let them know.
Yeah.
Well, Note tells you about how while she was on her watch, she had heard some like moaning sound.
I confer that I had heard a similar sound during my watch as well.
Durin pipes up and is like, "That doesn't sound creepy at all."
shut up and drive the cart.
We got you this far,
Yeah,
Durin.
we ain't asking for your input here. You're playing chauffeur to the robots.
It was a little nicer than Morzog, but
Morzog's Christmas sucks, so
Sucks.
sucks. I'm kind of an asshole.
I have -1.
I'm -2.
Oh, okay.
I'm a 7.
So I'm not very diplomatic, and neither is Morzog.
Yeah. This group doesn't have a bard. No, thank you. I won't eat my thank yous.
No, thank you.
Cream pie?
Russell, snack time, Russell.
I mean, we haven't left camp yet, so.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're making it down the road.
Oh.
Somebody needs a really loud bag of chips to sit next to the mic.
I mean,
That can be arranged.
That can be
I have
arranged.
chips.
Yes.
No,
I can.
Nikita, it's not for you.
Do you have to continue on your way?
Yeah, I'm not going to be undeterred by
Do we
nightly
see anybody
moaning.
along the road?
I mean, where else are we
I
gonna
am
go?
not going to be deterred by snack time.
Make a perception check.
We never decided pecking order for riding, but okay.
I
Pecking
assumed you were in the
order!
Oh, that was shit.
Oh, party order.
I'm in the cart. Doesn't matter.
Wait, who's starting?
14?
During.
No, wait, hang on.
Durin's the driver.
Yeah, 14.
I'm usually in the front, but Walter's usually in the back, so...
You don't
He is
notice
our
anybody.
Bidoof.
Okay.
He is our Bidoof.
He's not for puppies.
But ma'am...
How far away is this from us?
How many more days we got?
You would be about here. You're
That's
literally
cute.
riding alongside it.
Where's
Does-
the... Hold on. Where's the moaning sounds coming from that are creeping
North.
everyone out?
That mountain range.
Okay.
So,
So it's like a couple
By-
miles from where we are? Is
Moaning sound. What do you mean moaning? Like wailing moaning? Or
Dead people or other
like-
people moaning?
Yeah.
Dead
You-
people,
Whenever
dragon.
you had first heard it, it
Did
sounded...
it sound like it was pleasurable?
You
is that where our bard went?
You had initially
We
thought
found
that
Wayfarer
it
again.
was like just the wind howling through the mountains, but with your high perception that you had rolled, it definitely didn't sound like wind. It sounded like something moaning, but it was echoing through
Mountains.
different peaks.
Itchy number 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. How many more days we got on the road?
Oh,
Don't
sorry
you
about
show me the mapping point. I'll come over there and beat you with it.
He's gonna kick you in the dick.
with the map. Field goal the map into him.
Oh God.
I don't know, probably a week. Give or take. You can see, but, actually you wouldn't see it from this point, never mind.
Not from a week's
Okay,
out,
how
we shouldn't.
far away are we from this weird, creepy noises? Like a couple miles?
Like, are we going to be out of the range of the weird, creepy noises by nightfall, or are we
Yeah.
going to have to take extra precautions come nightfall?
Yeah.
Is what she's asking.
You should be past Iron Sheet by nightfall.
Okay.
So I'm not okay. Okay.
So we kind of do we push the horses a little bit? I mean, I can speak to them.
No need to push the horses. If we can make it just by riding,
Okay.
we got another week ahead. We don't want to wear them out and end up having to take extra time somewhere.
I don't mind talking to them and letting them know that hey, we need to.
I mean, if push
We
comes
need
to
to-
shove and we need a GTFO, then yes. But for the current moment with no danger, there's no reason to push the horses.
Okay. Well, if so, I can speak with them and let them know that we need them to go a little bit harder than normal. I'm sure they won't mind.
Hopefully. It's already been a fairly long little trip for them, so.
But I'm riding on my horse, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did I name it anyway? I
I
don't
got
even
Old
remember.
Town Road stuck in my head.
Why would you say that?
Because
To subject everyone else to the fucking torture that is that song repeating in your head over and over and over again?
I'm not a fan of that song, so it doesn't affect me.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys approach nightfall, at this point, it would have been like the sun just starting to go down as you get actually past the Iron Seat,
Okay.
and are now just kind of at the mercy of the grasslands that are between here and Amon.
That's cute.
You can kind of see off in the distance a few, like small villages that are just kind of like, from this point you would probably see like two. Just one on your right and left, but varying distances. But you can see the small, like, tiny little, like huts and stuff. Just like the outline of them.
Pit stop time.
Pit stop time.
Casey's number 673.
It'd be like Dollar Generals, they're just popping up everywhere.
There's always one in a little town.
Mm-hmm.
You guys stopping for the night?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have much, but I got a cases in a Dollar General.
I guess I go out hunting again for food. You
We're
just
going
want
to
me
start
to
labeling
roll
our
with
defensive formations. A,
Okay.
B, C.
I
Defensive
just
formation.
roll a perception, and if I track or survival, and if I find something, if not.
I'm just glad we're not having kids with us. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I feel like that would be you.
I was thinking more of a dirtbag driver.
Oh yeah, Durin.
So much.
He can fall off the cart at any
I don't
point
know.
in time.
I'm terrible at names, and it's even worse in fictional things because I have absolutely nothing to associate with them. You gonna hurt you, bro? Good kitty.
Hi.
So as you guys are starting to stone shape another hut off the side of the
We're
road.
getting pretty good at this.
Yeah, at this
Really
point you've got
efficient,
you've got a
Yeah.
design laid out. Like
Yeah.
the last few, you and Note have had to like collaborate, and you're like, oh well, what if we just change it to look like this? Oh yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah.
So now at this point, you've got like a design where you're just like, okay.
So on our way back, should we approve the old ones?
Oh yeah, so we're gonna go back through and reorganize.
Oh, we're gonna cut that road through too.
Yeah, we're gonna make a new road on our way back. We're not doing this.
I'm gonna want this in writing.
Oh, you'll have it in writing. Because we decided last session it would have been easier instead of coming like this big ass U all the way down, just point A to point B, new road.
Yep, reshaping Taldorei.
Hell yeah!
Dear Matt Mercer.
Dear Matt Mercer, my party has 2 people with mold earth. We made a new road.
So
Please
sorry.
make this canon.
Mm-hmm.
Also, invented TA.
Yes. You're welcome.
So, as you guys are bedding down for the night, let's see. What is the highest wisdom?
Probably me.
16?
18.
Okay, yeah,
wait,
she got
what's
me
mine?
beat.
Yeah, I've got 16.
It's kind of my shtick.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I had to split mine between wisdom and dexterity.
Excuse me.
15.
What?
15.
15? As you are just kind of like Morzog and Noder sitting there casting mold earth to make their little hut.
Typical.
And you have
You can sleep outside if you want.
You kind of you've stepped off and have started gathering like a small piece of wood for the fire. You notice that you didn't notice before a hooded figure that's kind of wandering up the road in your direction. I say in your direction, but they would be kind of like passing by you. And as you go to kind of start heading toward the hut, you hear them kind of call out to you. Wait. Excuse me? Excuse me. Ma'am?
Mm-hmm. I just put my hand on my staff. Yeah?
I seem to be, misplaced. I'm, looking for someone. Could you help me? I have he has a piece of like rolled up parchment. I have a picture, if you would be able to, or like a portrait, a drawing.
This is surprised because back then they wouldn't have had these things very commonly. But okay.
Yeah, you always gotta check the wanted posters.
Unless you have money.
Well, I could steal a wanted poster.
No, I mean that's the only way you get portraits.
Oh yeah.
Show me.
When he starts walking up to you.
Do I believe this guy's story?
Make an insight check.
You can do it. No, you
17.
can't. Oh, that's not the number that I thought I seen. I thought that was a 2 when I glanced at it. I go, no, you can't. Oh wait, nope, never mind.
Kind of hard to read, but seems like he's, telling the truth, or it seems like he's sincere, I should say.
Okay.
And he starts walking up to you. And
Once he gets close enough for me to see it, I just tell him, turn around. Let me see.
well, once he gets within maybe like 10 feet of you, he starts like pulling it open. And you hear as he's unrolling this like rolled up thing of parchment, you hear whispering
From?
from him.
Am I anywhere near this?
You guys would be,
You said 10 feet?
yeah, you guys would be like, I don't know, like 10 feet, maybe 15 feet from her.
Okay.
So would I hear I wouldn't hear the whispering.
You would have heard us
Okay.
talking, though.
he unrolls the parchment and you can hear.
Yeah. As soon as that shit starts, I'm gonna activate my Halo of Spores.
Sure.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Cool, a chance to use my new bow.
Maybe.
Fuck, did I put that? There it is. Said con saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
The scroll that's
That's a fail. That's like a 6.
Nope. Tree.
Okay.
And then I grab my staff and put it in his throat.
Well, as you activate your Halo of Spores, the parchment that he was holding flashes, burns away, and I need you and everybody that was sitting at the hut to make dexterity saving throws.
You got it, huh?
Yeah.
You probably got it too.
21.
Oh shit.
22.
No, that was saving throw. Yeah, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, that's the number that I thought I seen earlier.
Shield, Will. Shield.
Shield.
It doesn't say dexterity, but I'm fine on dexterity
good.
here, so that roll wasn't bad at all.
Oh, the cat is going crazy.
Zoomies. Hey, shut the fuck. Yeah.
Alright.
Bastard.
Go get him, dog. Go get the cat.
No, don't encourage that kind of behavior.
No, the cat will get the dog.
That's true.
Just give it a minute.
Mommy, they're being mean to me.
You're encouraging bad behaviors.
Okay.
21.
18.
Pass,
22.
fail.
Oh, no!
22. God damn. Pass.
He's not
He's
here.
not there.
Oh yeah.
He left.
He left us. Asshole. Didn't even leave us any parting gifts with potions or nothing, just up and left.
I have one of his potions.
They
I
each
drink
have
it.
one.
Yeah.
He's doing math for me.
The other two are mine.
It's, I can't math today.
He may need those on the way home.
Health.
one
Shit,
day.
fly!
Good enough.
Whee!
I'm gone.
I don't know what's the flying speed.
So you get an extra 10 feet for...
An extra 10 feet?
Yeah.
So it's 40 feet?
Unless you're some monk bullshit. Or... Gotta go fast. Want to build the Flash?
I have a high level one for my campaign and choose.
Here
Her
comes-
movement is 55.
I'm glad he talked to you about me. Truth be told.
So,
I've been like, oh sure, let me see.
The one who were you were the only one who failed. 32
Ooh.
points of fire damage,
Okay.
That's cute.
Ow.
and everybody else takes half
Okay.
of 32.
Which is?
16.
D16.
Let him
He was
do
wanting
it.
him to do math.
I know what it is.
I was like, I actually know the math this time.
It's just fun to make him
It's
do
just
math.
fun to make him do math. Easy, Kiara.
As the scroll burns away and a fireball explodes, a small little bead flies over your shoulder and kind of just erupts in the entirety. And you're all kind of thrown to the ground. And the this cloaked figure pulls back his hood to reveal a human man that's got brown hair that's kind of balding on top, but what's left he's just kind of slicked it all back.
I hate to ask, but where's Durin?
I was gonna say, did Durin survive?
Yeah, no
I'm guessing Durin's
Well,
inside
they were
the
building the hut. It wouldn't take that long to build the hut.
Durin's probably in the hut with the
Yeah.
cart.
Probably.
Probably.
Cover. He had a cover.
He's
He
over getting the
has-
cart ready, maybe.
This gentleman has a goatee and mustache that kind of go around his mouth and connect and come down a little ways, and has a his left eye is missing.
He's gonna be missing the other
Can,
one here in a
can
minute.
I retroactively do something?
Retroactively? I don't think so. Come on, Paul. You made your decision.
As there's no eye
No, it
in
was
the
a
left
reaction.
socket, and there is a large cut scar that leads from the above his brow down to the bottom of his jaw. As you kind of stand up from being rocked by the fireball, you look around. The horses are
I'm gonna
toast.
smack him with.
The horses are toast. The cart
He
is
killed-
destroyed.
Even though they already
Horses?
had the freaking hobble head up?
Just say you're gonna. Okay.
And the hut is destroyed.
It's made out of stone!
And you do not see Durin.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my fucking staff.
Yeah, I got a target now, so.
He destroyed your fucking Motel 6. It's on.
Pretty much.
This would be a time for Hunter's Mark and Slayer's Prey.
Well, let's have everybody roll initiative then.
Yes, because we're just gonna let him walk away from this.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, well, it had to
We're
end
taking
sometime.
this motherfucker alive.
Yeah.
I mean, it started off bad, went
He's
good,
gonna
went bad
have some
again.
explaining to do.
Get it. There you go.
Yeah.
Get it.
Nope.
Damn.
I'm fine.
That is
Yeah.
a
so no.
15.
What a dick.
Right,
Walks
actually,
up
I
to
have to
people in
look
the
that
middle of the road and just goes, nope.
That's alright.
Must be a Shane.
What is he, a murder hobo?
Perfect. You want me?
Same
You want
thing.
to see a murder hobo?
We could be murder hobos.
I'll go full on murder hobo. I'll cut me a path across this continent.
I'm okay with that. Can I
I'm
pick up
super
the
down
pieces?
for some murder hoboism.
Why couldn't we do that on the mayor then?
Because we gotta be smart about it.
Oh,
We're
okay.
level
mean-
4. We don't need to be trying to fight our way out of town.
That's
We
true.
can come back when we're higher level.
Yeah.
If we make it that far.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
Your
action-
other mini came in, right, Will?
What's your major malfunction?
I am broken.
Got a jingle jangle in his brain of spare parts.
Mm-hmm.
My knees really
Hey, how
tall.
about you? Yeah, sure.
See?
Alright. Wait, where are my people? Hey, that's my people. So what we got? 25-20.
No.
20 to 15.
15.
Did you add your modifiers?
Yeah, no, oh, it's fucking bad.
I only rolled a 4.
Oh no. 15 to 10?
14.
10 to 5?
7.
9. Yeah, 9.
9?
Yep. Could have been worse.
Yeah, you could have got a 7.
Could have been an at 1.
Yeah, but your modifiers don't
Oh.
allow that.
I get what I roll.
Oh, your dexterity is flat, ain't it?
Yep.
Oh.
Dexterity, strength, and charisma.
My
Alright.
vision is poo from here. This says bad guy, but I thought it said pad thing for a second. It's just like,
So I'm gonna begin the round.
So,
Unless this motherfucker's Irons Algum, this motherfucker's gonna die in like 2 rounds.
can only do one per turn.
It will be Arctis's turn, as the gentleman seems to you've now seen his visage, and he is reaching into his his billowing sleeve from his cloak to pull something out. This is your turn.
Alright. So I go ahead and I'm gonna use my bonus action to mark him with Slayer's Prey.
Sure.
So that means first attack each turn, he's going to take an extra d6 damage from a weapon.
Okay.
And that's any attack or just yours?
Just mine.
Because that matters.
Yeah, it does.
Because I do a crap ton of damage, and we can add shit onto that if we could. That'd be great.
It says the first time each turn that you hit.
Okay.
So it is
Damn.
me.
Still nice.
It's still nice, but it would have been great for me.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark.
so-
Warzog, get him!
This is Slayer's Prey, not Hunter's Mark.
We have condition rings now.
It's cute.
That's cool. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fire an arrow at him.
Sure.
Have that wizard AC?
That's a 6. So
Maybe. Say 14.
yeah, 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
You see as the arrow, like, technically the arrow hits, but it encounters some kind of, like, paper, or some kind of skin-tight barrier.
Okay.
Also not an arrow.
Skin
Not
type
anymore.
or skin
Arcane
tight?
bolt.
Tight.
Oh yeah, that was an arcane bolt.
Arcane arrow. Whatever.
Arcane arrow.
So what was the...
It was still.
It's a 14.
It's
Yeah.
14, but
14.
it's not a...
Still miss.
Did you add your +1 that you got for having
Mm-hmm.
those?
Yeah.
Because it made him an 8 instead of a 7.
Let's try again.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, still pretty damn good.
I have a +8 to hit now.
Nice.
And
Oh, what was the plus
you
eight?
used your other thing as a bonus action, correct?
Yes. So that would be all I got left is movement. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna
Get
move.
down, you fucker. It's not gonna
30 to get right here.
As you move,
This thing is dead on Morzog's turn.
Maybe.
as you
Depends on
move
his
through the
potential.
grasses,
You feel better there, bud?
you get right up close to an entity that is seems to be in kind of a full plate structure that is kind of crouched down in this weird form in the grass.
Would I have passively been able to perceive him at all?
Yeah, that's why he's
Oh, okay.
because he's kind of like the legs are kind of like a horse's back legs, in that they're kind of bent backwards, and he's down in this like weird crouch, but it's an entity that looks like it's like a brass or bronze color that is now, like, as you get close to it, you just kind of are wading through the grass looking at this guy, and you look over and you're like, what the hell is that? And it looks up at you with these vacant kind of eye socket.
Maybe we'll have to go to Iman.
With kind of this like flat, like there's no mouth, you just see like these open eye sockets with nothing inside.
Oh boy, it's a liquor. Yay. No thank you.
It's armored, like it's made of metal.
Metal
Okay.
liquor. Yay.
That just sounds terrifying. Morzog, your turn.
Alright, man. How far is he from me?
You are here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-ish feet? Yeah.
Alright, close the distance.
Whee!
Action surge.
Pissed off work. running through the grass.
Grazer. I got aggressive. It's a bonus action, so I don't have to.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Grapple. Grapple. Oh, yeah. No. I swing and miss because that's a 7.
That indeed does miss.
Action surge.
Yeah, we're going to redo that.
Redo that.
Redo that. See if this goes any better for me here. That's a 17.
That should hit him.
As you make the swing, you get about 2 inches from him before an arcane barrier blocks it.
Okay.
Fair
As
enough.
he casts Shield. You are very familiar with the spell.
Oh, I know. But we're going to see how long he can keep that up.
Oh, hi, Kiara. What are you doing?
And then...
Apparently, my foot is really comfortable.
No, your turn.
Okay. Oh, I am above the bad guy. I'm gonna shoot him. Or is that...
You got enough sight.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I'm short.
That's a giant
Yes.
hole in the ground.
Oh.
Yes.
Take the shot.
Sneak it Oh,
That was
yeah,
good.
that's
I rolled a 17.
Nice, nice.
plus your weapon.
Yep. Plus 7. So, yeah. Thank you for all the math. 24.
24
Yeah.
hits. He's not even going to burn shield for that.
Okay, and then
You already used your
Shovo
reaction.
is 1d6 plus
Also
5. So... It's a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And can I use cantrips for my bonus action or no?
If the cantrip says that its casting time is bonus.
No, it just is one action.
It depends on the spell. My spells are bonus action.
You're not here.
Nope, not yet.
What if it says instantaneous?
No.
That's
still
the
has a
cast.
casting
That's,
time.
yeah.
Oh, it's...
Yeah.
It was
Instantaneous
different.
is just how quick it takes effect.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm looking through these. One action and...
Oh, I'm a dumb. It's okay.
And I guess
You know
that'll
why I'm
be
a
it.
dog?
'Cause-
Okay.
yeah.
It is
I have
his turn. He is going to...
That's why I said, can I recharge?
Yeah.
Can I do something?
It's okay.
Holy shit. Oh, okay. He is going to do that. Okay. I need Morzog.
Of course you
I
do.
need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Modified 20.
Sweet.
Nice.
You feel something try to grasp on to your mind. And with the hardiness that you have developed, you kind of shake it off. And by the time that you shake off the effect, you see him just kind of and teleport 30 feet away.
It's cute that you think you can run from me. Wasn't me.
Not my bone. Actually, that was
And
mine.
from his, from behind where he was standing, is another one of these armored entities that is now kind of slowly standing up from the grass.
Cute.
Ilrana.
I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Does his little blink count as disengage?
No, but it's Misty Step, so he just kind of teleports.
Yeah, it doesn't provoke an opportunity attack.
Mage Slayer would have given you an opportunity attack, but
And then I'm gonna chug Walter's potion.
Chug.
roll a d6.
Do we remember what this does?
Sure.
Flight!
No, give me a healing pot, damn it.
No, fuck, I don't remember what the 2 does actually.
It's you have it on the back page.
Oh, I have it on the back
Yeah.
page. Hey, look at that. It's over
By the
here.
way.
I have it somewhere, I swear.
So you should have it wrote down somewhere, right?
Where the fuck did it go? Somewhere. There it is. Oh, hey, cool. You've got a 10-foot increase to your movement for an hour.
Damn.
Step out for a second.
Sure.
So I can actually hear.
Shit a brick.
I prefer not to.
That'd be painful.
That's fine. Oh shit, that's him. This moves up out of the grass. And that doesn't hit him, I'm pretty sure. It was a 2 plus 4 or 5.
Absolutely
That
fucking
does
not.
not.
Not even close.
Everyone has at least a base 10, jeez.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky to hit a fucking rabbit with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Morzog, you're seeing
A grapple rabbit, maybe.
you're seeing some oddly modified copies of the things that you guys had fought in Whitestone.
I figured. Good. It means I can eat them.
It's your turn.
Okay. Sorry, baby doing cute things.
You're good.
It missed you.
It missed
It tried, but it...
Yeah, it
didn't try very
so
fucking
this
hard.
armored entity kind of rises up out of the grass, and you hear a clicking and sliding sound as a blade kind of emerges from the what would be the wrist of the arm, and tries to stab at you, but it misses.
Okay. God, I just about cast lightning bolt. Wrong character.
Pew! Wait. No.
Monster Slayer. How lightning bolt.
Yeah, no, it's because I saw Strewn there and immediately went to my other attacks. No. Alright, so it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Close enough you provoke an opportunity attack. So yeah, I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring myself in 1, 2, 3,
That missed.
and 6 to here.
Sure.
Use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him,
Okay.
because fuck him and his fire bullshit. I also shout to Morzog and them and let everybody know that there's another guy over here in the grass.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull back my longbow and fire an arcane shot.
Sure.
Yeah, that's probably gonna hit. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And I
Slowly
get a
figuring
roll
out
one.
his armor class.
Well, shield modifies it, so it's a pain in the ass.
2d6 plus a
Sorry.
d8.
Either kick somebody or the dog.
Well, there's the thing. Because at the end, with a 22 hitting and him not, not knowing the spell slots or anything else, that puts you at an average of 17.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It is a 5, 7, 10 damage.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Morzok.
I only get one attack right now
Your turn.
Right now.
I'm gonna close the distance.
for this level till we hit level 5.
Since you can only go 30 foot, you ain't gonna run away.
Hug.
Piss me off. I'm gonna grab
Hug
him.
me!
Yeah. Hug me.
Love me.
Misty step this bitch.
Love me.
Take me with you.
Give me a hug.
Take me with you. That's a 16 to hit him.
Shield.
I'm burning those slots because that's 3 so far.
And it's reaction. It's
Mhm.
first turn, so you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Good point.
Please don't hurt me. Be
And that's
gentle.
exactly what he's doing, is please don't hurt me. But here's the thing. We know his AC is lower than 16. Because if he has to shield for it. So.
Well, it is a spellcaster, so
Yeah.
Another one starts emerging from the grass.
Okay.
Note.
So that's a hole in front of me, correct?
Yeah.
Don't you have
Can
one
I
of those
use it
things?
for
Isn't that what you're
Cover? Can I get down in the hole?
That's their power source.
Sure. I believe you can hide as a bonus action.
Uh,
If that's what you're trying to do, or if you're just
I'm trying to make it so, yeah, pretty much. But,
say if you want to, you can use a bonus action to roll stealth.
okay.
I was gonna say, well, the thing is,
I don't know how that works, so that works for me. Okay, so I rolled an 18.
You got it.
Nice.
Yeah, you got it. You're good.
Okay.
the robots are
And then for my main action,
at least the ones we fought before. Right?
I'm trying to think what they are. So they're automatons. That's not going to be anything. I'm just going to attack with a bow again. I'm actually going to attack
There you go.
that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, good. No, you're not.
Didn't you just stealth?
So I rolled a 4. And
11.
11. Okay. 11.
Hey, easy now.
The arrow just kind of wings over its head. It's his turn. Will, any another saving throw out of you?
For what?
Wisdom?
This ain't gonna go well.
you got this.
It's a 15.
Not bad, not bad.
Ha! Failure!
Okay, and
You feel...
Hey, y'all don't want this.
You now feel this cold grasping on your mind.
Wait a second. He already succeeded once.
well, that's
Can't
5,
do it again for
6
24
left.
hours.
Let's find out. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's not...
Depends on what it is. But
Yeah, it depends on the
Damage?
spell.
Does not say that at all.
just keep counting spell slots.
5.
He's not everything.
Well, I'm keeping count.
Yes.
Because that's actually more than that.
He's shielded twice.
2 shields.
Misty step, and he's
Roll.
done this
Oh,
twice.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, 5.
Roll again, because you technically have advantage on the saving throw.
Oh. 16.
Still fail.
That was 1 higher. Woohoo.
And your eyes kind of gloss over for a second, and you can feel that your body is no longer your own. As he sees that it takes effect, he kind of smiles at you and goes, "Kill them."
Hate to break it to you, but it's not my turn, so no.
Question. For mine things, if we kill the wizard, does it let go?
Okay, cool. So, one of the
Hence why I targeted the wizard.
One of the armored entities starts wading through the grass toward you, but can't quite make it. It is now your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Which one?
Wizard.
Okay.
The bitch casting spells. Technically, I don't know if he's a wizard.
Nope. That was 3.
Nope. Good.
Total
He
of
is
5.
now deaf.
Oof. That's rough. Okay. Do we have a deafened? I don't know. We do somewhere. Continue.
He's about to be blind too if I
And then
get a good enough shot with that arrow.
I can't do both at the same time. I have to pick one. And I figured being deaf was probably better than being blind because he's casting spell things.
Mm-hmm.
So
How is deaf? I would go mute. That way.
That's blindness, deafness.
yes.
What level spell is that?
First, second.
Alright. It is dissipated. As you cast the spell, he mutters another.
He already used his reaction this
He already
round.
used his reaction.
Did he use shield?
Shield? Yeah, he
Yeah.
used shield when I
Shield.
attacked him.
Okay.
You shielded out of it.
Reactions are a bitch, okay?
Oh no, trust me, this is why I'm burning reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's fine. He is now deaf.
Anyway. And now I'm going to healing word myself.
You need it.
Didn't go. Oh. Here. Charmed.
Oh boy. And then I'm gonna back the fuck up.
How far?
I got
Just
40
full?
feet.
Just full?
40 feet. Take me the fuck away.
I didn't know you have 40 feet.
I got
Does-
plus 10 movement
she
because of his
does
From the
potion.
potion.
Oh,
I was hoping that it was a healing potion, but extra 40 feet works too.
Nope.
Ah, there it is. Haha. Deaf.
He's got all the
Just
condition
gets-
rings.
Yeah. He's just gonna be a stack of condition rings here in a little bit. Okay.
How it should be.
So
Okay, I'm good. I can breathe now.
is now this guy's turn. Okay. Arctis.
Alright, bonus action, I'm gonna drink Walter's potion.
Oh fuck. Go ahead.
And it is 2.
Now watch him get the healing potion.
No, you got the flying thing, bud.
I can fly.
You got 10 foot of flying speed, bud.
Added.
Added.
So I'm gonna fly up 40 feet.
At least I would be the range person. Each of those is 10, by the way.
And then
That's
I
alright.
am from the air
We'll
while I'm
keep it
flying.
Point.
Going to fire a arcane arrow.
Sure.
I'm gonna feel bad for this.
Oh, that was a nat 1.
Oh.
Well, that's a miss.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely gonna be a miss.
Okay.
So that's it for me.
More Zog.
Who's closest to me? Because I can't reach Flyboy, so who's in the pit there?
That's Note.
I'm sorry for this.
How far can you move? You can
60.
Still, yeah, you can move 60 and still attack, right?
Yeah.
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 So
I'm really glad I drank that potion.
So-
Yeah, because it would have been you.
I know, and I only have 10
as you
HP.
pop up from cover to get ready to fire another arrow, Note, Morzog leaps the distance, pretty much, of the crater down toward you, like great sword blazing.
And
How long does that last
Oh.
that I can fly?
Not 20.
19.
19. I'm pretty sure that hits.
I'm
Jonah.
pretty positive
How long
it
does that
does.
last?
Yeah, I have 16.
Hour.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go up another 40 feet. I gotta check that. I don't believe that puts me at disadvantage on my arrow, my bow
I
either.
think it's 120.
Yeah, I think so too. That's
20
what
points of damage.
I'm out.
Oh shit.
You're out.
Yeah, I was at 16 from the original.
Oh, from the fireball.
Everybody got fucking murdered by this fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still good, pretty much. But yeah.
I'm okay. I'm hurt, but I have cure wounds. I'm just trying to get up long enough to
Shit.
completely be out of range.
God damn it. I have to hit her again.
It's 100.
Do you have a second attack?
If I drop
150,
drop
and
somebody
it's
to
up
0, I have a
600.
second attack.
It's up
Okay.
to 600 feet.
That's.
I'm
You have advantage on the strike.
On who?
Oh.
That's a 10.
You almost
Luckily.
had 2 death saving throws.
Yeah, because that would
Yeah,
If it's an instant hit, you're.
But you are unconscious as fuck.
we would have lost Walter and Note in one session.
And I don't get to make a saving throw against that, do I? On my
At the-
turn.
At the let me
End of my
double check.
turn?
Let me double check.
Because it depends on the spell.
I'm pretty sure it's. I'm pretty sure
Is
it's
it
end of your turn.
start of my turn? Because if it's the start of my turn, we redoing this turn.
It's probably the end, to be honest.
I think
It should
so,
be.
too.
Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell.
Somebody hit me, fuck!
Quick, throw a rock at him.
Somebody, where's catapult when we need it?
He left. It'd be nice if a new character would walk up and help join the fight.
Right
You
behind
want
the
to
death
lay
bench.
Note over?
Oh yeah. No, I need you to make a death saving throw for me, please.
Please,
Alright, it's my
please,
turn.
don't make me kill you.
I rolled
You're
an
killing
8.
her.
Oh, damn it. That's a fail.
That's
failed.
one fail.
Killing the road.
I'm going to TPK the party.
Mom?
I might. There's a legitimate chance I could do this.
So as a bonus action, he misty steps back over. And as an action, he starts moving some of the rubble aside, and yeah, that'll do it. Starts moving some of the rubble aside, and they're laying pretty much just imprinted in the dirt is Durin. Like, the front half of him is just pretty much fucking just gone. He's practically dust. And, see, you two probably be close enough to hear him just be like, can't believe I had to actually clean that up myself. And starts turning the other direction.
He said, who said what?
The cloaked guy.
He said he had to clean that up himself.
Yep. Said he had to clean that up himself.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
Oh, okay. It is now
Bad guy number 3.
this one.
Yeah, that one. The
Or
number
no.
2 has a shield.
Yes. So this one is
That's baddie number 2.
goes up to Elrana.
This was number 2 or number 3?
This should be. Well, that should be. I think that was
That's
2. But
16 to hit you.
Yeah.
she
You
didn't
gotta
bark
back
skin.
skin.
Oh, that yeah, because it's just at 16. Man, fuck.
6 damage.
I like how
As
you've been
it
healing yourself.
produces a sword from its forearm and
Hey, I have those.
Cause
I'm gonna get me some more.
kind of takes a stab at you. You try to dodge, but you still get clipped in like the rib area.
Hello.
Hang on. She got something.
Okay, that's fine.
Hello.
This other guy can't reach anything, so he's just moving.
Hello. Here.
Because now you're flying.
Ah.
It doesn't say creature. Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, well.
I'll try it anyway.
Your spore thing is necrotic damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Con saving throw.
The traitorous boops of death.
Natural 1. I rolled like fucking 4 today, so great.
Three.
Okay.
Did I see that it affected him?
You see the spores kind of as they kind of touch down on basically the exoskeleton, the armor. You see it kind of just like wither away a little bit from the necrotic nature.
I'm going to healing word note.
Okay.
This is going to be a sick little game.
Up, down,
Up, down, up, down. Because I hate to break it to you, unless I roll quite shit, her armor class can't stop me.
I know, but at least I can save her from death saving throws.
I know.
8 points of heal.
See, up to 8.
Yeah.
Welcome
And
back
I'm
to the
gonna-
world of me standing over you with my greatsword.
I'm gonna chilling touch. Where's that?
What is it?
Necrotic.
Well, no.
Range
I
spell
mean,
attack.
oh, come on,
Oh.
hit me.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Do I
thought-
get advantage? No, I don't. Never mind.
Yeah.
Shit. 18.
Hit.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Six points of necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points.
Well, that's kind of shit, but yeah. Thanks for that. Let's see if I...
Make a saving throw to see if you break it.
This ain't gonna go well. Nope.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
Nope.
I gotta try and break it, okay? If I can't break it by making you go down, I'm gonna try and break it by giving you some damage.
You healing word her, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You're conscious. A Morsok standing over you, but you're conscious.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Roll away.
Oh, wait. No, I'm engaged now. Never mind.
Arctis.
I fly up another 40 feet.
How long does that...
An
not
hour.
healing work? How long
Oh.
does that not healing work?
And then I'm gonna go ahead and fire yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fire another
No.
arcane shot
I
at
have second wind. So if
Morzog
you can
this
knock and
time.
Heal me.
Okay.
I mean,
So
But it counts.
come on,
I have second wind.
I know. I don't think that
come on.
heal would count.
Because it, well, that
Oh,
counts
that'll
as
fucking do it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
second wind, I
a
regain hit points.
19 plus
a D10 plus 4.
8. 27 to hit. Does that hit you, Morzog?
Yep, luckily enough that hits me.
Damn.
Well, even with, shield, put me at 22. That's only a 5 bonus, so...
Got him, coach.
I did it.
You
Oh,
take
you said
6
that was-
points of damage.
Okay.
You get to reroll saving throw.
Oh shit! You should have had one more point of damage. It's fine.
I mean, I can take it. It's not,
I can't keep doing this either, so
Well, hold on. I think real quick.
I mean I could, but
Okay, there we go. It went.
Does she have fun also?
No, she got the extra move.
That's a 12.
Oh.
Fail.
Fuck. I know.
all right. Bonus action. What can I do with it?
Why don't you just stay on the bed?
Well, she came over here and crawled up my leg.
Gonna
so-
have to be it for the turn.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Note. Morzog's still standing over you.
It's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Morzog's
No,
next.
Yeah, keep going. But no,
Oh.
you're awake now.
Thank God.
Oh.
Thank God.
That's a 3 to hit.
That misses. As Morzog's standing over you, he lifts the great sword and tries to bring it down to finish you off, and you go, whoop, and then roll away. It just
Fuck
sinks
that
into the
shit,
dirt.
I'm out.
You don't have a bonus action, correct?
When you miss.
Not. I got aggressive and second wind. was all I got for bonus actions, so no.
Okay. Nope.
I'm getting up.
You're awake.
Run!
You have half your movement.
Unfortunately. Hey, attack me.
Attack you?
Attack me!
Screw it! Doing some stabbing.
If I'm dead, I can't kill you all.
I mean, if I'm dead,
But
I
we
can't
also
kill you.
need
but-
you to kill all of them.
Well, yeah, well, that's something we're gonna have to figure out. But what are you doing?
I'm
You
gonna-
I have a
flying?
feeling I may
Stab
just
more
start
zombies.
flying away.
Sure.
I don't think you're gonna hit me.
No, I
Nope.
rolled a 7.
Plus.
Plus 7.
14.
So 14.
14 don't hit me. Do it.
You can do
Bonus
if you're
action
using your
again?
rapier and your dagger. You can do a bonus action attack.
Come on, you can do it. You don't have to do much. Just do it.
And I rolled an 11 plus 7, so that'd be 18.
That hits.
There we go.
Okay, good.
This is your
Rapier
dagger.
is. No, it's backwards. This is my rapier. 1d8. This one. Oops. It's 5. So, 9.
I'm down.
You're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Trading blows. Whack, whack.
But that breaks the fucking charm effect.
Yep. It
So
does break the charm effect. You're now unconscious.
Now we have to bring back up Morzog.
yes, you do.
But he can't regain hit points.
I can. I have second wind. If
It's
we can,
also, once.
once her turn's over,
in
my
the-
healing can go back. So
Oh, okay.
well, she still has half her movement. She can leave that area, can't she?
Now she could, yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you want to leave?
Yes, please.
Which way?
That way.
Yeah, I was.
Away from the bad things.
Yes, as far away from the bad things.
As much as you like Morzog, away from Morzog.
How much movement do you normally have?
30.
Yeah. I think all of us are base 30.
Oh, fuck off.
He's
What?
flying.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
You got more hit points than I do.
Not now, I don't.
I can't heal you if I'm dead.
I have Cure Wounds, and I only have one use of it. Or no, I have 2 uses of it.
Okay.
And you're flying, so you're the safest one to use it on me, but
I have to come. It's a touch spell.
No, cure wounds. Oh, yeah.
Cure wounds is
is.
touch.
Sorry.
Range is touch.
Healing word isn't.
I have the cards right here. I
Yes.
spent a whole $7 on the Ranger cards.
The thing is, though,
No, Rana.
your turn, your movement. If you put yourself on the backside of me,
Use my last one to bonus action.
It would take me my full everything.
I know.
Because I'm 80 feet in the air.
Heal him.
Hi, kitty.
Kitty's hungry.
8 points.
I'm up.
Who's a good kitty? Yeah.
Maybe if I'm nice to everybody in the room, someone will get up and fucking feed me.
5 minutes till 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll chill touch the wizard.
Spell attack roll.
You can do it.
You got this.
22.
He's just really lucky I haven't taken a point in Barbarian yet.
That'll hit.
Morzog Rage.
Warzog smash.
Now you've pissed me off.
8 points of necrotic damage.
God.
And I
That's
cannot
pretty
heal until the end of
broken.
my next turn.
I mean,
Okay.
granted, you can't cast any spells.
Oh no, I have an idea.
Deep sigh.
I mean, while you're in Barbarian Rage, you can't cast spells.
Oh, I know. I know. It's kind of a last ditch
The one
thing.
that's
Yeah,
hitting
I'm
you
aware. I have a Barbarian
rolls a
Sorcerer.
modified 20 to hit you.
Yes.
And that rage has saved him more times than I can count.
9. 9.
Math.
plus 1 is 11.
My new game plan.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Arctis.
That'll do it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just fire down an arrow at the wizard or the spellcaster again.
Because of reckless gives me advantage no matter what. Shit. Plus great
It's a
weapon.
12. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm not gonna move. There's no reason to.
Yeah, you stay up there.
I'm just gonna hold up here and.
Another 40 feet in the air?
Morzog,
No.
Mm-hmm.
you're awake.
Put me on my feet.
More sock smash.
Morzog rage.
Ooh.
18.
Shield.
You can run out of shields
Burn
eventually.
reactions.
That's 7 spell slots.
He sees big sword. He's like, no.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Yeah, that's 7.
I don't want that one.
What level is shield?
First.
First.
And he can expend bigger spell slots to cast shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you healing with your second wind bonus?
Oh, yes.
action? Bonus.
I'm back to the start of the round.
Jonah,
Hi, how you
Maybe
doing?
one of them.
I want you to roll an attack roll for
Huh?
me.
I'm 36.
Oh, who am I
I
hitting?
started- I started at 20.
Wizard's the only thing he could
Roll an
do.
attack roll. Add, what is it? Add,
My rolls for HP has been shit.
yeah, add 4 to
You want to
your
have the same HP?
D20.
Yours D10s too, though, aren't they?
Had 4.
No, do you?
Yep.
23.
Yeah, boy.
Hit 'em.
Nice, nice.
Hit him.
So, as this whole thing has been going on, you finally hear the sound of metal tearing against other metal, as out of the grass comes this big armored entity in chainmail and a funny looking helmet that seems to kind of pull out into like a weird, just kind of snout type of fixture that brings this big pole arm through, and with the axe blade that's on the end of it, tears through the armored entity, and it just collapses. Or roll damage. Roll a d10, and you want to add some pepper to that?
This is the 10.
Yes.
Oh, I'm adding some fucking sauce.
Joe's like, I'm gonna do something.
We'll throw some sriracha on this.
I forget how much.
So what is
sauce I'm
that?
supposed
What is that? 2?
2d8.
2 8s on top of that. Roll 2 8s on top of that.
2d8. That looks like the 8.
You need some 8s? I got some 8s.
I'm gonna say I have
The 8's
8s.
the diamond one.
You need dice?
Yeah, you'll need
We have it back over
Hold
here.
on.
We got a box right here. We got a
Dice for
box
damage.
there.
What is that? Oh, re-roll that 10.
Huh? I
Reroll.
chose a different thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Aw.
I know. I chose a
What
different thing.
sauce?
Plenty of sauce, trust. So 3 plus 2, 15 altogether.
Nice.
15.
Mhm.
Woo, buddy.
Oh my.
You just hear fucking mine.
The halberd,
Vegeta him.
the halberd blows through the armor, and with a flash of bright white energy, the automaton that had been trying to get its way up to you guys is just cut in half. As now standing there is an armored entity that seems to have come to your aid.
Seems to have. No, kidding.
Until I'm charmed and have a new target.
I'll be okay.
You better hope. Because I hate to break it to you, I do a lot of damage.
I don't have 24 health this time.
Note.
Once again, I'm going to. Actually, I think I'm in a good spot as long as Morzog isn't. No matter where I move, Morzog can get me. So,
Well, I'm not currently charmed anymore.
He's not
If,
charmed
if,
anymore.
if he
Yeah.
hits you again.
Or you could walk up behind the target that can't hear and stab him in his
He's
butt.
running low out of. He's
Yeah.
running out of
Oh,
spell
that's true.
slots.
He
He should
can't
only
hear.
have about 3 more.
We'll see.
And he's
It
already
depends on how the
behind him?
character's designed, so...
The wizard?
Yeah, he'd be able
It
to.
has to be.
Okay.
a
I mean,
Can we
you
get
have-
behind him?
If you can, get to the wizard, because he's currently engaged with me. So advantages!
And
Advantages,
Sabotage.
sneak attack.
Well, yeah, because sneak attack applies on
Okay.
advantage, so...
Sneak attack, advantage, butt stab.
And now that he's flanked, I'll
You-
have advantage,
you
on
advantage.
my rolls too.
advantage. That's a 15. Where's my other one? A 12. So 15. I rolled a 15.
Plus
I like how she
Bonuses.
yeets her dice. Like, it's not
Oh,
even
yeah.
like a little roll or anything.
It's
She,
hard.
like, throws it.
15 plus 7 is 22. It's your weapon.
Oh, wrong one. Thank you. So yeah, 22.
That hits.
Okay, and
And
then
this is the dagger, yeah.
yeah, so it's my 1d4 plus 5.
Plus sneak attack.
So 4 plus 9, and then you said sneak attack, so that's 1d6, correct?
Yeah, it's 2d6?
2d6.
Or are you up to 3 now?
2. I see
Okay.
it. I see it. I have 2.
Okay.
I had to figure out what things around me still. 6 plus another 9, so 18.
18
9.
total.
Mm-hmm.
18. Oh, that's a 6 and 9. Yeah.
18.
That's what I
Again.
Again.
want. Again.
I do it again.
You can if you want to.
Oh,
Rapier.
oh! I'm like,
Yeah, it's, two-weapon fighting.
okay.
Remember, we can do this again.
This is the rapier this time.
Is, this no longer has sneak attack, as he now knows you are very much there.
But she should still have advantage, right?
She has advantage,
Oh,
but
good.
sneak
Roll
attack
that
is
fucker.
gone. Yeah.
Because
You
that was
still have
off.
advantage, though.
That's
17.
That'll hit. Yeah.
That'll
Okay.
hit.
Yeah. And then
Shield.
my rapier
Can't- already used it.
is
Already used it.
1d8 plus 5.
Good.
So 10. 10 more damage.
Sorry, I was reading something. Go ahead. Alright. After after being stabbed twice in the back, he sees you are now up and not under his control anymore, and is now being harried by 3 different directions, and a new ally has come to your aid. He scowls and is like,
Mm-hmm.
"You bugs, come out of the woodworks!" Grabs his cloak. Grabs his
He's not
cloak
mute, but...
and pulls, and the cloak comes off of him and just kind of like falls to the ground, and he's no longer there.
Is the cloak still there?
Cloak's still there, it's just laying on the ground. But he's gone.
Pussy.
Yeah.
That's good he left this round. Next round he was going to get grappled and not go nowhere.
But you still have 2 of the automatons that are now on you.
And it's one of them's turn.
Yeah. Okay. 22
On who?
to you. 22 to you.
Me?
Yeah, 2 hits.
Yes.
8.
Ouch.
Your turn. Ah, yes.
I was say you can remove bad
Yeah,
guy
'cause-
1. The guy dipped.
Yeah.
I forgot to add my initiative. I always forget my modifiers.
It's fine.
When we rolled initiative, it's just a +1. It won't do much, but still. I wonder if I can add that somewhere.
We need to get her a paper sheet.
Ouch. Right.
Well, it's on here. It's for the equipment, but I have to remember to add it.
Yeah, she didn't add her +1 from the
cloak.
cloak.
Here you go.
I have one. I just
Oh,
this is
okay.
all together, so I can just.
What you doing, Orana?
Just gotta remember to fucking look at it.
I didn't look at this.
They're going to die next turn. Just
Blow it.
Well, that's why I like having it right there on the paper, because it's all right there.
so big.
I don't have to flip through anything. And I have all.
Most of it's for mine. Most of it's on one.
Okay. I'm gonna poison spray.
Okay, is that a saving throw or an attack? Actually,
Save throw.
poison spray?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. No, succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
They are okay. You spray out the poison and they just kind of don't really react.
It'd be
And
a
then I'll
really good
cast-
time for heat metal.
Don't have it. Well, okay. I don't have any more spells. I have down one spells. And then I'll shillelagh mine.
Shillelagh this stuff.
Ah, shillelagh. Okay. And then this last guy will try to take a swing at you. And fucking fail.
Arctis.
Rolled a like 9. 9?
Okay, I'm gonna move my full 40.
Okay.
Get myself, I think it's right about here. And I'm gonna go ahead and fire an arrow down. Well, first I'm on Hunter's Mark, using my bonus action on this guy.
Sure.
So he's Hunter's Marked.
Wahaha.
And
I love it.
then I'm going to fire an arrow.
Sure.
Oh, he would be considered flanked.
Mm-hmm. This is why I'm mobile. I really wish you'd roll better, bud.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. That's actually not
That's
that
actually fine, but that one there's not.
9 plus 8 is 17.
That
To
is.
hit?
Yep.
See, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no.
That plus 8 to hit makes it, you know, I'm alright. Oh, that is 16 damage. Or no, I'm sorry, 15 damage. That was one extra d6.
That's definitely not the page I wanted. That is. Yeah, that one, the arrow disappears in between chinks in the armor, and it kind of like spazzes around before falling over.
I move my Hunter's Mark. And I end my turn.
Move me.
Move me.
That's an 11 at best.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You said move you? Does this move you?
Move me. I like that.
It moves everyone.
Your turn, bud.
My turn, but I'm getting. Wait, what the fuck? I just did this like a couple hours ago, and I already can't remember what I do.
Well, it's new, so.
It fucking put me closer. I don't think I can make it, but
You can use.
10, 15, 20, 25,
Fit. Squeeze.
oh god,
Big boys.
30.
30.
Yeah.
Smash.
With sauce?
Uh,
Roll first.
Yeah,
roll
roll for
first.
hit
See if you
first.
want to do sauce. Let's get it.
that's a 19.
That is.
Smite.
Okay.
Fuck it. I want it to die.
Sauce.
And that's a
10 for the damage, or for the weapon, and then 2d8 for the smite.
2d8 for the smite.
D8s are the, yep, diamonds.
There you go. Skate it.
Oh, fuck me. That's
Math.
18.
Whew. Shit. How would you like to do this?
Damashian justice. That's exactly what I'm picturing right
Fucking
now. Is Damashian justice.
One this way for the hit, one the other way for the smite.
Oh my god.
Cut him into a fucking X.
Damashian
the
justice.
the armored entity is crumpled into bits as gears and springs and levers and everything start just pouring out of it as a big X is cut, body parts of it flying everywhere. It's really nice. They conveniently fit around the bases.
Except for me.
Yeah. That's okay. Some things are just too big and you just gotta like drape it.
Hang them off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking stomp on its head and just know your fucking place, trash.
Lord have mercy.
What did we unleash?
I got a Bash Brother is what we got.
Yeah.
So there seems to be no other threats. You, good sir, you were walking along, and
Making my way
you
downtown.
had been quite a ways off whenever you heard this horrifically loud explosion. And so you hefted up your halberd and you took off down the road to discover this band of travelers being harried by a cloaked figure and his armor plate companions.
Explosion goes off. That sounds like opportunity.
And being that one looked sinister looking by your standards, you thought, I should probably help out.
I'm going to
Nope, bring me the stones.
cure wounds myself.
Sure. Are you going to come down?
If they have them.
Never.
The automatons are powered by them, remember?
The old ones were.
Like,
we need to check out the new ones.
Most of this
Well, that's what I'm saying,
town,
find the stone.
never.
Until he falls.
That is a 7 plus 5, so
13,
13. I healed back.
12, 12. Different numbers.
Numbers are hard sometimes.
12.
12, so 22. Yay, I'm almost back to max.
I'm gonna go through and tear these apart to see if they're powered by the same stones.
Make investigation with advantage.
I know what I'm looking for.
I know.
From my vantage point, can I see where the wizard took off to? Or did he just dimension door the fuck out of here?
From where you are, you make perception.
16,
Just
by the
given
way.
the action and what you're doing. What?
16, by the way.
You go off of what you had learned before in Whitestone and just kind of grab the front plate of the torso and rip up. And you see sitting there amongst a fixture of tubes and small little fingers that are just kind of holding it, the small crystal. Although these ones seem to be smaller.
I'm also
still
going
taking
to
them.
shift,
Sure.
which grants me advantage.
Because they may be useful here, so I'm taking them.
Zoe. Quit.
That is an 18.
You, from your now very elevated perch, kind of spin around and look in the grasslands that are around you, and you do not see this gentleman. He is just vanished.
So he's dimension doored out of here. Alright.
After taking those
That
crystals,
was a
I'm gonna
much
look for
higher
that
level
mark.
spellcaster than what I thought.
It happens.
I'm gonna
BBGs
go
do that.
Poke around with Durin. I'm guessing he's dead.
He deaded.
Oh yeah, all these things are dead.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she was talking about the driver being dead.
Durin.
Durin being dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you slide down into the crater, and from where the guy had pulled the rubble away, you see Durin gone.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be nothing on Durin.
I go ahead and
Can't
float
take it with
down.
him.
The horses are pieces.
You mean
Durin
my horse?
is
You're
toast.
gonna regret killing my horse. I'm gonna make you regret this, by the way.
Yeah. Same here.
And
I take high offense.
the cart is in pieces.
That's alright.
And
We'll be
your
alright.
and your finely crafted stone hut you worked so hard on is rubble.
It'll take us like half an hour.
Yeah, it's not gonna take us very long to put it back. So, woohoo.
Back by popular demand.
New and improved.
Took me what, like 9 seconds.
Yeah, it doesn't take very
Good
long.
luck,
Instantaneous.
14
Just.
I'm going to.
Do I find the marks on these bodies like the other ones do?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh boy.
You do indeed. Except this time, instead of it being around the like piece that's by the clavicle, it's like on the inside of the shoulder.
That's alright, I'm still taking them.
Looks like someone's been busy.
Mm-hmm. But we just lost our one lead to Amon, so what are we gonna do now?
I mean, we still know where to go to Amon.
Why? We were looking for him in the first place. He ain't gonna be there.
We don't know that.
Can always look around. See if
Might be able to find
anyone's
some
seen this
information
person.
if nothing else.
Because
So
our
you-
one lead just
So
went
you
cold.
were looking around at this band of adventurers who have just like you just from your point of
Reanimate
view,
that.
you just saved their butt, and now they are starting to tear apart these odd armored things that you have never ever seen before, and are like pulling pieces out of it, going, "Hey, we should probably keep these. These will be useful."
I'm going to go over here to this one, and I'm actually going to start studying it.
Sure.
I'm gonna
What's left
come
of
up
it?
to him and let him know. Thank you.
So what
These
would
things
I...
suck. Where we're going, we were looking for them, but not
Because
like
I've ripped
this.
the front open.
Did you rip the front open on this one too?
I'm taking all the stones out.
I'm looking.
This,
I'm
this,
using
this
my
one doesn't have a
hunter's,
stone anymore.
Do,
I annihilated it.
hunter's sense to be able to find any weaknesses and stuff in them.
Still gonna find the stone points.
Okay. Just for the sake of like getting into them, you're kind of just using the same methods you saw Morzog do. Just go ahead and make like a strength check. Nice throw.
It's at 2.
Oof.
It just
Not
sat and
first?
spun
You-
instead of doing what it should have done.
Right. You end up getting the chest plate off. It takes you a bit though. You're just like you put like one foot on the back chest plate and you're just like tugging.
Oh, that would have been a 3.
You can tell what hunter sense. That doesn't do anything specific, correct?
It just allows me to determine weaknesses,
Gotcha. Okay.
I can tell you a pretty good weakness.
vulnerabilities, all that good stuff.
You gather from looking at this kind of how like full plate armored warriors are. Like their big like physical weakness would be the chinks in the armor.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see anything that resembles like blood. You see tubes that would lead to that center crystal, but there's no like liquid coming out of them. So you don't see anything that would be considered a bloodstream, so they're probably not affected by poison.
So it's safe to assume it's probably either magical or electrical of some sort.
I have detect magic. I don't think it does. Does detect magic?
Throw
does that
water
tell me
on them.
You
I guess
pour
I can
water
look
on
it
them?
up. Does it tell me the nature?
Is
of
it
the
still
magic?
connected?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it tells
everything's
you
still-
what domain
well,
that this
is the
was.
Yeah,
crystal
because
still there?
Morzog hadn't made his way to this one yet, so.
Okay, so I pour some water on it and see if it reacts any. No.
How heavy are those things?
The whole thing by itself? It's a good question. Probably like,
Can I borrow a stone?
I don't know, give or take with all the metal and stuff, probably like close to 200.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the stone out of this one then.
Okay.
And pocket it.
I'm just looking around like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but that was awesome!
Ask Morzog.
Yeah.
Ask your new buddy.
It sounds a little more like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, as there's this like big metal helmet that's just kind of reverberating the voice.
But tell me you saw that thing just go...
Thank you so much.
We need to remake camp.
He's talking to you.
I know. I understand that.
Well, I'll start remaking camp. You talk to him. I get him up to speed on what's going on.
Yeah, let the asshole explain it. This will be fun.
I'm so
Yeah, you'll be short and to the point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep poking this thing with a stick.
Okay. You spend some time. The structure of it is pretty fucked. Like it's been cut in half. So you're kind of like there's like gears and cogs and springs and all kinds of shit just kind of bleeding out of it. So it's kind of hard to discern of like how this would go back together. But
I'm not too worried about how it goes back together, more or less how to stop it, and I've already got a couple of ideas, so you're good.
Heat metal.
That's one of them, but I don't have that ability. I don't even know if that's a ranger spell. I didn't think so.
Cleric
so.
and druid.
Oh,
think
good. I'll have that later.
Do it too. I think can Bard do it too?
Bards can get spells from other classes. So
Yeah.
it's kind of.
Yeah,
I was watching
I was gonna say
they
that's
call
not
it
a fair
cooking
question
book.
to ask.
Yeah, depending on how the bard goes, I could have.
Bards can pull from whatever the fuck they want.
Can a bard do it? Probably.
Yeah.
Yes, just yes.
I have detect magic now. Can I use that on one of the
It's a
stones?
second level spell.
Sure. You want to cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
As you do the incantation and the hand symbols, the crystals shine a bright light.
Okay. Can I tell what school of magic, if any?
Given the spell, it would tell you, and when you basically like, I'll say like you try to quote unquote activate that aspect of it, you pick up nothing.
Okay, so
I've
there
got
is
at
no
least
school.
3.
Okay.
Or there is. It's just unknown to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just says, and you learn at school of magic, if any, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it should say the school of magic on it, but
The cloak doesn't glow, does it? The one on the ground?
Cleric doesn't get heat metal.
Actually, since the cloak on the ground.
the one he used to.
Yeah.
Oh no, the
Look at
cloak's
me,
not
me
glowing.
magic. Wee.
Okay.
The cloak's not glowing.
Okay, because I know mine will.
Yeah.
Your cloak is glowing from detect magic, but also the cloak is being, because you're like kind of holding one of these crystals. You can look down by your feet, and the cloak you're wearing, it kind of does the it kind of has the same, I'll say, like, signature. And excuse me.
Rude.
And this close to the cloak, it ends up doing this, like, the velvet of it has this, like, you know how oil, like a big tub of oil looks? It's like a dark black and has like a
The rainbowy
like, yeah,
sheen.
rainbowy opalescent kind of look.
Mhm.
That's what the surface of your cloak is kind of doing. It's just kind of rippling with this, like, weird rainbow-esque glow, but it's very faint.
Can I just look around? I mean, it lasts for 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna look around in a circle, see what else I see. 'Cause it's
It also
new.
goes only to, like, what, 33 feet?
30 feet.
Range itself.
Yeah.
We're-
Oh, wait, magic within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
I was like, thank you.
You see
Casting spells is weird.
the staff she's carrying, the sword he's wearing, now the bow you're holding, and the halberd that he has.
Actually, my sword's gone, but fine.
Hmm?
My sword, after battle, when I release it, it just goes back to its plane. I pull it from.
I thought that was Hexblade.
Maybe that is Hexblade. I'm thinking of Weapon Bond. Probably. Let me look. Not like it matters. But
Regardless,
I'm
yeah,
just curious.
pretty much just the items you guys are holding, and the crystals that you're toting.
I'm gonna relay this information to her. Because she seems to be the magically one.
That is heat metal is a druid spell.
I got it now.
That's why I couldn't find it.
Cooking book.
Well, that allows her
Out
a
of the book.
bonus action every turn to do 2d6 or 2d8. It is, hang on, yeah,
And it
1d8. And it's only a second level spell.
One of the people I
I
follow
think I got it.
does
It's a
the
great way to
animated
take out a
spellbook,
Warforged.
and has I think it's heat metal, and they call it cooking book because they'll heat someone while they're in their armor.
Yeah, that's...
Cooking book.
Iron Man 3.
I don't remember that one. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Look at the newcomer. What is he?
Big.
He's
What are you?
currently
Explain yourself.
currently
Describe yourself.
covered in a. Well, if you'd like to describe yourself. You
Oh,
got it?
yeah, sure. I'll take my fucking hat off. My helmet.
Oh,
Attaboy.
okay then.
Good, now we can talk.
I am a big green fucking dragon. Born thing.
Big green dragonborn thing. It's a lizard.
Not quite as big as him, but bigger than everybody else.
What is your height?
Like fucking 6'2".
I'm not gonna say that ain't bad, but
Introductions.
I forgot what
I.
I'm still poking this thing with a stick.
oh yeah,
I'm gonna point to everybody and say their name and their voice.
that's always unsettling.
That's fucking weird.
Very unsettling.
Oh, tail. Tail or no tail?
But... oh yeah,
No tail.
Oh, that's no fun.
No
That's
tail.
good. The last one with the tail that I met was a pious asshole.
I'm just an asshole. Who makes terrible decisions.
Welcome to my world, bud. We're gonna get along great.
What do you think of people who drink?
Eh?
Okay, as long as you don't think they're heretics.
I'll say yeah.
Does he have any iconography on him?
Yeah, can we tell which?
You look about his person and you don't see any you don't see like a medallion or anything. There's nothing but on the halberd because it was the one that you got from your guy. On the axe blade of the halberd, there is the depiction of a basically the silhouette of a dragon looking away.
Do I recognize it?
Make a religion check.
But my religion sucks.
Move on over here.
I'm a paladin and so does mine.
Okay, no. Not even bothered.
Religion's not even
Nope.
a thing.
Yeah, no.
Even with modifiers, there's no point.
Yeah, no.
It's like it's probably 6.
I'm a
I could
7.
try. I'm still shifting, so
I could try.
High five.
I got an 11.
We're doing great.
That's cocked as fuck.
My roll's been shit tonight.
Moving up and
Shit.
down.
That's
Nice catch.
we're gonna assume that was
Try that
also
again.
cocked.
A little less yeet. A lot
Well,
more
I
Cody.
rolled an 18 and I have a 3 in religion, so 21.
Okay, so over a 10. You guys would know this as the depiction of Bahamut the Platinum Dragon.
Oh, okay. We've all seen that. Alright,
I feel like he would have had advantage. Just gonna throw that out there.
who,
He
me?
was in
We need a
Vesper for the
name,
longest
friend.
time.
Or, well,
Yeah.
you were from Vasselheim.
That's
so.
fine.
It's fine.
Regardless, you got what you
I
needed.
rolled an 11, so I
you-
recognized it.
You would recognize it because it's one of the largest in Vasselheim. It's one of the largest temples in the city,
Okay.
with a slew of clerics and paladins that come and go and are just general protectors of the city.
So I call out to him, I see you're a follower of Bahamut?
Eh?
Insight
Loosely.
check. With advantage.
Go
'cause
ahead.
I'm still shifted.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Give me your name.
Name?
Name.
Give me a second.
Fuck a duck.
Hey,
Dude,
you
I asked you to be better about that.
You make a shit.
Those dice are going to jail.
Make a persuasion or a deception. Don't tell me.
Just a 20.
Just see what you
11.
I had 11.
Okay, so he would meet. So are you lying or telling the truth?
I was gonna say, it's kind of your choice there.
Unsure.
Okay.
It's very confusing. A lot's happened this afternoon. Just
I heard the explosion a while back and I was like, that sounds like a good time. And then when I showed up, I was like, well, the metal monster things probably aren't nice people.
Oh my fucking god, I love you. This is yes.
Insight check.
Happy.
technically, I wasn't a nice person
Again.
at the time, but
I wasn't there when you were a bad person.
Name.
Yeah, he still hasn't told us his
Yeah,
name,
sure.
anything.
I'll say
And
a
he
little bit of
showed up
information.
right after that dude disappeared. So there's the chance.
yeah,
that
I'm
this
kind of
guy's
on edge,
self.
and you know,
I showed up, killed the thing, and then he disappeared.
Ah,
Still.
that's true.
So
Order.
you're trying to see if this guy was that guy?
Or if he was just if he's sided with him, basically.
Yeah.
I'm
Ah,
making
sure.
sure.
I was about to hit
Spies.
that dude in the face.
That's a lot better. That's an 18.
Dude,
Or no, 19. I'm
so
sorry.
you want me to roll against that or what?
Sure.
roll against it. Nat 20,
Just
that
in
bitch.
case.
He beat me.
Okay. I'll say you don't see any wavering in an illusion, and he doesn't seem to harbor any ill intent.
Okay. That'll be enough for me for now.
I still need a name.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on him though. Said we trust the drug dealer more than, than the paladin.
I trusted the drug dealer more than whoever this is, so.
Oh yeah, I gotta get
Okay,
rid
in
of the
case you need help.
In case you need help. Oh, I came up with it. Do I have to pull from that list, or I can just make my own shit up?
No. You can whatever you already got picked out. I just wasn't.
Dragon's name is Garm. Garm.
Arm.
Garm.
Sure. Love it.
Garm is here to do harm.
Pretty much.
I was gonna fucking cut the wizard's head off, but then
Yeah, tends to happen.
disappeared faster than the golem on the ground here. Bitch.
You're gonna cause me problems, aren't you?
I have a wisdom of 8, bud. We're gonna have a good time.
Good. A wisdom of 8, a charisma of 7. We're fucking running the world here shortly.
Oh no, we're just running it straight down mid.
Grab boots, go north.
Well, diplomacy's out the fucking window.
Yeah, pretty much. But we need to make camp for the night and then decide what we're gonna do in the morning.
Which, as you say that, you notice that it is like this. The sun is basically gone, but the evening colors are still around.
I'm gonna take what remains of the parts and make a pile and camp. That way they're not, I don't know, salvaged by someone else.
I mean,
Especially
we could
fucking
we
fire.
could just
we can bury
like
it.
No, because I'm taking
around
another
the
with
pit that we have here, and we could sleep in the pit. As long as it doesn't rain, I think we'll be all right.
me. Yeah, we'll do our normal molder. Just defenses
going to
is
rain?
important. Yeah, is it going to rain? Do I have to make a?
You.
With using Druidcraft, is it going to rain
Oh, okay, yeah. You do not sense any rain on the way.
in the
Okay.
next 24 hours?
Next 24 hours.
Okay.
We just need the next 12, but the 24 works too.
You wake
I
up the next
figured I'd be
morning, it's
sassy.
raining. No, I'm kidding.
Who's the poor bastard in the hole?
We need to bury this hole. There's nothing.
Ooh.
I mean,
cold?
I figured we just
I ain't dragging a
No, I
half
was
burned
talking about
corpse
her.
back.
He asked who's the guy, and she just goes worthless. And it's like,
Pretty
"Ooh,
much.
Damn, cold as ice.
We need him to return him to the earth in which he came.
We're just gonna mold
Whoop.
earth. Yeah.
mold earth over him.
We're just gonna fix the hole.
I'm cool with it as long as he's in the ground.
Yeah. So.
As we sleep tonight, the ghost of Durin.
Fuck you,
I'm
darn.
not worthless.
Ghost, you say?
Ghost, you say? But
As long as it
for-
causes a couple problems, it's fine.
yeah, the ghost of Durn.
Not the first time.
Well,
This is gonna be great.
he was looking for Durin. He's not looking for Durin anymore.
So we're 6. We were 6 days out by horseback from Amon, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far were we from Whitestown?
Well,
What's the nearest village?
you see,
Primal.
you see.
Yeah,
Well, that's a small city. You see a really small village, kind of off in the distance, maybe like a few miles.
I say we walk to the village tomorrow and see if we can get some more horses, and we continue our journey on to
I'm still really confused.
I will brief you over camp.
Okay.
I will give you the quick rundown of. We had that. I'm going to call it a science fair. The science fair,
No, that's fair.
and then
I mean, you're not wrong.
creatures that looked like these creatures, just smaller, attack the citizens at said science fair. Me and the only one left in the group now is the little Kinku here. Note is the only remaining ones that fought them, and we were set out to take Durin and the robots that we had back to where he found them in Amon to try to figure out the creator of said robots. If I had to guess, Wizard Boy was said creator of robots.
No, we don't know that for
I
sure.
don't know that for sure, but I'm going to take it as that for until I have proof otherwise.
That or Lackey.
I think we should definitely investigate a little further.
But, well, he's on my shit list. Let's put it that way. He's public enemy number 1 on my shit list at the moment, so
Well, we know where Amon is, so.
And he squished Durin.
I guess.
So no more Durin to,
Yeah.
drive the cart.
I'll
We
show
Cart's
it.
fucking
We
gone.
don't have
Yeah.
a cart.
Do you know the
Get
symbol?
another one.
I'm going to roll to see if you know the symbol. See if you're any help at all.
I am not any fucking help.
I don't
at all.
give a shit,
I
you try.
promise you. What am I rolling for this check on this stupid symbol?
Because
It's bad all around, so pick one.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah.
Hang on.
The
What
Mar.
did I?
Oh, it's fucking bad all around.
your stats can't be that bad.
Mm-hmm. You told me about them last night. They're not great.
How do you feel about 12s? Lots of 12s.
You're very even keel.
And an 8.
Yeah, well, I have a 7.
He's
So
very average.
Oh, I rolled. Okay, well, fuck.
Seven's only
Roll
minus
a
two. Seven's only -2.
Arcana. Roll Arcana.
Well, hey, at least that's fucking
well,
even.
because 9, I think, anything.
Nope.
10 or 12 is flat, ain't it?
1.
Or is it 10 flat?
Nope.
10's flat.
You have
Really?
No, he shows you the mark, so now you know what it looks like. But you're like,
God damn it.
is that religious?
Well, so
is
10's
that
flat, 8
is
is
that
-1.
like arcane? I have no
7's
fucking
-2.
fucking duck.
Should bring that up.
No, not until you get down to
Because it was
5.
a harder.
Huh?
It's a harder curve going down. than
Yeah.
it's going up.
Mm-hmm. But
I was building tiles last night, and that's actually
why'd I go back to here?
Just gotta keep you warm.
not that helpful.
Yeah, no.
So, as you all remake camp
Which don't take very long.
and bed down for the night with a seemingly new ally.
Has he
And-
seen our camps along the road? Does he know what we're doing?
Which direction are you coming
Yeah,
from?
where you come from?
I would say you would not have.
I came back up from Kaimal.
He's seen it at the crossroads.
So
you
I
would have
was.
said, yeah, you would. So you would have seen that one.
I've seen the one at the crossroads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys?
Yes,
That's us.
That's us.
Fuck it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So you're from Kyle?
Defense.
No,
Oh, yeah, where you from?
I just came from that way. You guys were the ones in the hut. Yeah. One of you fucking saw me.
You had the bag.
Oh, that was me.
As he says something,
Mhm.
note you recall on your watch seeing an armored fellow dragging a bag.
What
Heavy
were you
bag.
dragging?
Fuck, what was
We
I
don't know
dragging?
Well, she knows he was dragging something. so.
You had just showed up in Kymel, also returning a bounty for a separate issue.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need a cart, though, is the problem.
Well,
Because I want to take at least one of these metal men with us.
we're gonna have to
It's
go
a
into this
weak
village
variant,
and
come
hope
back
they
for
have
it.
it. Or go back to
you
Kymel.
have a satisfyingly
split
full
party for a
coin
minute.
purse because of it.
Let's not split party. Split party is always bad.
We could mold earth and
Bury it. Come back for it later.
Yes. We'll bury it with Durin.
Wait, what are you wearing? Oh, the
We're,
card?
well, we're
No. the robots.
The robots.
Oh, gotcha.
so we can.
I mean, I can drag it. It's not a problem, but I can literally carry it. It's within my carrying capacity to carry it. So,
the ass to carry.
I mean,
the smart idea is just to hide them and then come back for them.
Is the symbol that's
even
on their
need 'em.
chest engraved?
Well, I could show.
You got some
show her the
charcoal?
armor. So.
Yeah.
And
he,
some
he
paper.
shows you the piece
Well,
of
some
armor and you
facts
run your
notes.
hand across it, and it actually
Yeah.
is not.
But we need physical note.
It's an odd
We have
like
the armor. Like, I
you-
said, we took
like
the
it
pieces
almost
from
seems
before, so.
like painted on.
Okay.
But when you scratch it to see if you can take the paint off, the paint doesn't come off.
So it's etched.
acid etching.
Yes.
Yay.
It's it would be basically the equivalent of etched.
Okay. I'm gonna go down and just trace the symbol on a piece of paper.
That's why I carry the piece around with me. It's easier that way.
Oh, you have a piece of it with the symbol on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just had the.
No, because I took it from the. That's how I know
Well,
what
now
the
you
picture
at
is
this
because I
point
have
you
it from the
have 4
clavicle.
pieces.
Yeah,
You
I have a
have
bunch
one
of them
that's
because I took them off of
basically-
each of these, and then I took it from the clavicle from the first fight that we had.
The
That's why I wanted the
clavicle
stone.
one
I
and
thought
now
you just had a
3
drawing of it.
No. I
Three
legit have the
shoulders
piece that I've been
at this
showing
point.
people trying to.
Because I feel like that'd be proof enough of what we were trying to find, or what attacked us. I mean,
I know, but these
a metal
they're,
entity.
they're in different spots. It's kind of right now. I'm using it as a keeping of a progression of what's where it is. If they're the same thing, if they're advancing or they're regressing, If the symbol changes, I want to know. Anything can help, kind of thing. So
I didn't know if you wanted to copy down or not. It's a lot better drawn than I drew, so.
So as you guys have seemingly picked up a new ally and are now positioned at a loss of direction,
we'll
get it.
We'll figure it out.
we will go ahead and end the session for the night, and we will pick this up next week as the party tries to figure out what exactly they need to do now.
Oh, I'm
boy.
pissed. So
The-
I got a general idea of what I'm doing.
This has been Deck Save. We hope you enjoyed the show. Everybody, have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.